Oh, everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're going to make that happen?
Huh?
You're going to make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps that I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Now, strap season, I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the board. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he code switch focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. With my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, Godfather, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a piece, man. I ain't got no time for a piece, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up.
If I let my dogs off the leash, then you might want to get out of Dodge by the evening. Honestly, they can smell the blood and the beat. If they don't leave anything behind at the evening.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a... When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they want to call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. With my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, Godfather. I'm the kingpin.
What up? What up? What's going on? Can you guys hear me? What's going on? Can you guys hear me? Sorry. Okay, yeah, I hear myself. Yes, sir. So, yeah, I know y'all seen the article. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford, he got to fight either Spence or he got to fight. What's going on, Don Spence? What's going on, Yolanda? I see you out there. Thank you for showing up. What's going on, Courtney Thompson? What's going on, bro? What's going on inside the square circle with King Judah? What's going on, King Judah? And grown man boxing, what's happening? Let's see. Trying to turn down. I got this thing on too. There we go. Yeah, so I know y'all seen the article, man. Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying? We told you it was gonna go down like this. You know, he can't be sitting up hiding, holding on to the belt, hating, and you know what I'm saying? Finally, you know, it's gonna catch up with him next year, you know, despite all this damn propaganda that they got going on, you know what I'm saying? All the shit he's talking to, you know, tear down Errol Spence Jr. resume, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? It's finally, you know, chickens are coming home to roost. He's gonna have to make a decision. And we already know what decision. It's the only two decisions. One of the decisions is just not gonna be, it's not gonna be viable for him. Because then he's really gonna get exposed if he fought with Boots. So we know that's not an option for Terrence Crawford, right? You know that, right? So he's not going to fight that young, hungry lion at the age of 35, right? So the other option, two options, is either, he's going to fight Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? Do all the shit he said he was gonna do over the last 5 years, talking shit. Like he's gonna really get in there and fight this man, right? And he has to prove that. Or we already know what the third option is he got to goddamn vacate that belt, right? And that means probably, I don't know if the WBO is just gonna you know what I'm saying, like uh bring Jaron Boots Ennis up, or he has to fight somebody for that vacant title. But more than likely, they'll probably just bring him up. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you have to fight for that belt. Yeah. I mean, you have to fight for that WBO champion stat. I'm just thinking it out, y'all. Just thinking it out. You have to fight for that WBO championship, right? If he vacates it, that'll be a vacant spot for Boots to fight. Or I don't know. That's a good question. With EJ and Boots, so he'll be the number one mandatory. So I guess they could fight for the WBO. I mean, that's interesting. That's interesting. You know what I'm saying? But I could see Boots and EJ fighting when this fraud, vacate the belts. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't gonna be able to sit there and just make these little shitty fights. You know what I'm saying? With David Abenige and try to find some other low ranking nigga up in the welterweight rankings to fight. So we know he don't want no competition. We know he don't want no smoke. So now we got to look towards Boots smoking this nigga out. And we said this shit like a long time back, bro. We said this shit a long time back, but we didn't know how viable it was gonna, how doable this shit was. You know what I'm saying? And now this shit has finally came around to get his ass up off the throne. You know what I'm saying? We can't have no pretenders on the throne in boxing, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just not what it is. What's going on, Greeks with File? What's going on, Dark Kent 718? You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button for your boy. You know what I'm saying? And what's going on, Calvin Ringo? You know what I'm saying? Shoot, let's get it on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Come on up here. See what y'all think about this. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? We got Frank Martin and Mike Riviera, man. I'm excited about that fight. I'm excited about that fight too, bro. Um, you know, I mean, we'll talk about that fight, but I'm watching Bud go around doing his interviews and nobody's interested, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's gotta, what I'm saying, he's got to understand now by seeing the interest in this fight that he's not a star. So I mean, I don't understand how he don't understand that he needs EJ. He needs EJ. He been eating off EJ back for so many years, bro. All these years. I mean, he's got to see that he's not a real star, bro. He's not a star without EJ. You know what I'm saying? He needs EJ. He got to mention EJ. His whole career is built off fighting the potential to fight EJ. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants Terrence Crawford to fight anybody else. They don't even want to hear his name unless he's fighting Errol Spence Jr. They don't want to hear his name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because he don't garner that kind of excitement unless he's fighting Errol Spence Jr. All right. So I don't even understand how they're gonna make money. I'm talking about BLK Prime. I understand they're talking about they want to break into boxing, but you want to break into boxing losing money? You know what I'm saying? You wanna break into boxing betting on a loser? You know what I'm saying? Because let's just face it, Terrence Crawford is a loser, bro. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker can't sell, what I'm saying? He couldn't sell bologna in his backyard, bro. You know what I'm saying? If it was free. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wouldn't want that shit. That nigga have a table full of bologna. That nigga have a table full of bologna and cheese. Nobody fucking with that shit because it look nasty as hell. You know what I'm saying? He can't do it, bro. His personality suck. He's not. The nigga, you look at him, he just not likable. You just look at, if you ever see a nigga and you just like, I don't like that nigga, man. That nigga just look like he a fuck nigga. All right. He just got one of them kind of dispositions. Like, he just come on some fuck shit and you can see it all up in his spinal cord. You know what I'm saying? You can see it all in the spinal cord. The nigga's on some fuck shit. And you just see it in his eyes and shit. The nigga look evil and shit. Like he was born under a black star or some shit. The nigga was born on welfare day. You know what I'm saying? The shit just ain't. No, that's a happy day because you're gonna get some food on welfare day. Now that nigga was born, see, he just got that negative energy. You know what I'm saying? So and people like you jumped off inside the square circle. Yeah, I just dropped another link. So he just come with that negative energy, bro. And you can just tell the way he gets down, you know what I'm saying? The way he gets down in his interviews, the way, he just have no professionalism. And the shit just comes out all through his pores. He don't want to sign no goddamn autographs. He don't give a shit about the fans. Oh, thank you for that 99-cent super chat, Yolanda. Thank you. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate that. So it just comes through it comes in his throughout his pores, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just straight fuck nigga. Just come out. That's what I am. I don't care about y'all, you know what I'm saying? Don't care about what I'm saying, what the fans gotta go through what I'm saying, to watch those shitty fights he be putting on. And here he is in 2022. Look, he hasn't learned shit from his entire career. Haven't learned nothing from his entire career. That you need a good dance partner, you know what I'm saying, to make numbers and to make good fights. So I see where they always talking about like EJ don't do numbers alone. You know what I'm saying? Like when he fought Mikey Garcia, they kept saying, well, Mikey Garcia brought all those people. You know what I'm saying? Or anybody he get in the ring, they always saying like Kell Brook, of course they went over to Britain or whatever, but Kell Brook don't sell without a good dance partner. You know what I'm saying? Most fighters don't. You always need somebody who's exciting to fight to make good pay-per-view sales. You know what I'm saying? Unless you like a what's the nigga name? The YouTube what's his name? Josh Taylor. What's his name? I can't, man. I'm getting old. I can't remember the damn YouTuber guy. See, he don't have no real good matches, but of course, you know what I'm saying, he's got the backing of Floyd Mayweather and shit like that. So he's on a whole nother level. But the regular boxers, they got to have somebody that can beat them, had the possibility of giving them some competition in the ring, right? So, it's just weird that Terrence Crawford, he don't care about none of that. So maybe he just gave up on it because he couldn't outshine EJ, so he just kind of gave up on it, so he could not maneuver him, what I'm saying, as far as when it came to popularity and when it came to the belts. So I guess he was like, fuck it, what I'm saying? This dude is so far ahead of me. I'm not even gonna try to go get the WBA because it ain't gonna do me no good. What's going on, Alexander 89? What's going on, JV? What's going on, my brother? What's going on, Grease with Fire? What's going on? He said I was listening to the playback. You crazy? He said you right, Crawford. You need a overman. He does, bro, because he don't have the discipline or the interest. He don't have the discipline or the interest to guide his career. He just right now it's almost the equivalent of an angry teenager who just he got one focus, and that's to smear Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying? But he should be trying to like really, what I'm saying, get his numbers up, push his career, and give us some, and the best way to do that is to give us some good fights, you know what I'm saying? But at 35, it's kind of over for the guy. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, just to be realistic, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of over for him because, you know what I'm saying, he done cruised and he was just on Rock, he's mediocre, you know what I'm saying, being over there fighting those mediocre welterweights. Y'all gotta forgive me. I just gotta um, he's fighting mediocre talent. So you're gonna have mediocre numbers, right? So you got to understand it ain't just EJ that everybody just love EJ. It's just that EJ is putting in the work and he's proven by going after the other belts and by the adversity he has been through, He has shown people, what type of fighter he is. And see, he don't understand that, he's got to show people. People don't want to just see you win, bro, on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? People don't, boxing fans, it's funny because boxing fans will respect you if you're in a real good fight and you lose, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're in a real, other than if you're in a real shitty fight and you win, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, as long as you in there and you fighting against the best, you know what I'm saying? People support you. You know what I'm saying? Arturo Gotti and Ward, I mean, you know, they weren't the greatest fighters, but they gave us great fights. They gave us three. They gave us a trilogy. They gave us, saying a lot of banging. They fought their hearts out, right? So people love those guys. You know what I'm saying? Because they gave it their all. They left it in the ring. Terrence Crawford is one of them dudes who just want to do just enough to get by. You know what I'm saying? He's like a C- student in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he can do, you know what I'm saying? He can be in the honors class, you know what I'm saying, if he wanted to, but he have no ambition. You know what I'm saying? He don't have the heart, you know what I'm saying, or the mindset, you know what I'm saying, to get better and show, you know what I'm saying, and put it all on the line. And because you have to keep it up, because he has to keep it up, right? You go to honors class, you know what I'm saying, you have to keep up those studies, you have to, you know what I'm saying, stay at the top. And he don't, he just want to do that in name. He don't want to like really fight the dudes to stay on top. You know what I'm saying? So that's, Alexander 89 says he's gonna run even faster now. Boots is on his ass. And that's what man, when I woke up, Alexander 89, and I saw that shit, bro, I was just like, man, that shit, made my day. I said, because I said this shit was gonna come to pass. And it's just amazing, like, bro, you didn't see this coming. You know what I'm saying? Al Heyman, you can't play with them people over there. You know what I'm saying? These people are trying to get to the money, and you up in here on some personal grudge, envious, jealous shit that they don't care about that. So they gonna make it happen, especially with EJ playing ball with Al, with fighting Keith Thurman, and I'm pretty sure that was the trade off. I'm pretty sure that was the trade off because EJ was not gonna fight. He was not going to fight Keith Thurman. He was like, fuck that. Fuck Keith. You know what I'm saying? Keith stalled me in my career. He tried to fuck me, you know what I'm saying? Tried to keep me down. And then he talked down on me like I was an idiot, you know what I'm saying? Calling me son, you know what I'm saying? You got to do this, you know what I'm saying? You're not really on this level yet. We got to see and all this kind of shit. So, EJ really wasn't feeling giving him a shot, you know what I'm saying? And making him some money. And, it's just kind of crazy that everything that came around full circle. Now he's got to fight Keith Thurman. And I'm gonna tell y'all, that's not, what I'm saying. I think Keith's gonna really come with his A game. He done sat out for a while, you know what I'm saying? He done chilled, you know what I'm saying, got his mind right. And I'm not saying that he's gonna be the Keith Thurman of 2017. Don't get me wrong. That shit ain't, you know what I'm saying? Nah, he gonna get his ass beat for sure, for sure. But what I'm saying is he's still gonna be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? He's still gonna be frosty out there. I see him working out, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I see him out there, you know what I'm saying, putting in the work, You know what I'm saying? He's trying to like really, raise his game, but in the end, it ain't gonna be enough. Courtney Thompson says Bud comparing resumes to EJ like EJ fucking Beyonce, and Bud replies Beyonce and shit, I fucked Lady of Rage. And so that was crazy right there. Alexander 89 said he's gonna run even faster now that Boots is on his ass. Yep. And Crucified says Crawfish gotta jump off the third step. He gotta jump off the third step, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? You know? You gotta face your fears, bro. You know what I'm saying? We all done been there. You know what I'm saying? Shit. When you sometimes niggas come up on you, you don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? But a nigga will make you fight. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't feel like it. So eventually, as a fighter, you should have built up, you know what I'm saying, enough experience to where you're ready to go against anybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you got to fight great competition. Because if you, as long as you out there beating the ass out of people you know you can beat, then when you come across that one real one, then you're gonna be all your confidence gonna take a nosedive. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta, but you get on that third step, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you got that third step up under you, boy, you gotta go on out there and do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You might get lumped up, but you might win. You know what I'm saying? So JV says, who's willing to give Bud $10 million for a fight that's not going to generate that much? And you know, they got, in my opinion on that, JV, you know how they be laundering that damn money. You know what I'm saying? When you see some shit like this, like in Tyson Fury case, because look at Tyson Fury, right? He fought out of Wild and he fought some Swarshert guy or whatever. And those fights didn't, they had to comp more tickets than motherfuckers that was there. So who gonna put on an event like that, two events like that, and he making $100 million? You telling me that ain't money on the back end being washed by some mafia dude who's just trying to run money through there to make it look legit? You know, that's all black. That's all I think BL Prime is, and I hope I'm wrong, because you know, I fuck with my boy over there. You know what I'm saying? You know, Blue Blood. I just hope he don't get tied up into nothing. You know what I'm saying? That he think is legit, and the shit is you know what I'm saying? Shit go sideways for him, and all of a sudden him, Bob Aaron, because Bob Aaron gonna, you know, if he got anything, he tell on all them bitches. He'll put cases on all them bitches. You know what I'm saying? He don't care about no damn Blue Blood, you know, but Blue, you know, Bob seemed like one of the motherfuckers. He ruthless and shit, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker would, he would take everybody down and shit. And that nigga wouldn't do a day. On the day if he did get convicted, the day he have to do jail time, that nigga pass on to the next world and shit. And you wouldn't get shit out of Bob. Bob would cheat your ass. He would cheat the system. He would cheat justice. He would cheat everybody. So, you know, I'm just saying they just got to be careful, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, with what's going on over there, because shit don't seem, it shit stinks to high heaven. You know what I'm saying? The shit that's going over there. And for Crawford to be getting $10 million, shit, he would have got shit. They offered him fucking $10 million guarantee and money on the back end at PBC. And this is why, you know what I'm saying, I think that the fight ain't gonna happen. I think the nigga gonna vacate because he's not gonna fight Boots. Cause he see Boots, you know what I'm saying? He see them damn same videos that we be seeing when we go over to the Instagram, and you watch Bozy Ennis be up in that motherfucker, yeah. And I got, all you hear is boom, 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 yeah. And that motherfucker be bouncing back and forth and shit with with little effort. That motherfucker be on one side, that nigga be, he be low, that nigga be all below your knees and shit, you know what I'm saying, hitting you in the ribs and shit. Crawford see that shit. You know what I'm saying? He see Boots ducking low and shit on one side, and nigga reflexes like a cat and shit, you know, got power in both hands, nigga big as shit. You know what I'm saying? He see that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but if he, now I'm gonna tell you this. Now, if he did decide to fight Boots, I would be so impressed. I would have to take all that shit back. If he fought Boots, I'd be like, what the hell going on here? What's going on? What Crawford getting? He done grew a pair of balls. Is that what he did? You know what I'm saying? So I would give him much respect, and I would come on here, you know what I'm saying, every day and cheer Terrence Crawford if he fought Boots, you know what I'm saying, or if he fought Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? But I know that shit is not real. That shit is not realistic. What's going on, Jude? I see you out there, my brother. Mac World Media. He says, Crawford is Rico from from Nebraska, a hater in his DNA. Of course, you know that nigga sitting at home with a banana. You know what I'm saying? That nigga sitting at home with a banana. Nigga ain't even faded his hair out, man. That nigga so damn depressed. And they're like looking at the interviews. I'm like, nigga, go get a haircut, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You rich. You know what I'm saying? Or get one of them your dusty ass gym people in there to cut your hair. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no. See, you gotta get around niggas. At least one nigga in your crew know how to cut hair. You know what I'm saying? This is Inside Square Circle with King Judah. He said, y'all subscribe to Inside the Square Circle with King Judah. You know what I'm saying? I love his videos, man. I love his content. He says, on the road, he said, bad signal, almost home. Okay. Say I hop on, no doubt. And let me see, Courtney Thompson, man, my pillar of pool counter boxing. What's going on, my brother out there? He said the whole camp was in Bud living room jamming fuck nigga free when when they signed to fight David like some real live hoes. You know, I mean, you got to celebrate being mediocre. You know what I'm saying? You know, it ain't about legacy for them. You know what I'm saying? It's about fucking up what EJ got going on. You know what I'm saying? So like true fuck nigga form, you know what I'm saying? They gonna celebrate pussy punk ass shit. You know what I'm saying? All my life I've never seen you know what I'm saying, a lame ass nigga like this here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we got to expect that kind of thing, you know what I'm saying, from somebody like a Terrence Crawford and his crew. They you know, you know, he leads that whole band of assholes over there. Yeah, he leads that with his energy. And the whole energy is just to shit on this man, you know what I'm saying, and try to stifle his career. And that's like, you know what I'm saying, that's just unbelievable. But that's where we are at 2000, you know what I'm saying, 22. You know what I'm saying? The troll toxic energy is in our professional sports now. I mean, you see on football with motherfuckers, you know, when they win touchdowns, now they trying to come up with more creative shit. You know what I'm saying? To diss the other team. It started with um T.O. going out to the middle of Dallas Stadium and shit, you know what I'm saying? And fucking around on the logo at the 50 yard, you know what I'm saying? So that energy just started building from there. You know what I'm saying? You know, like trolling the team and shit. That's why they put it in there. Way now you get penalties for doing all that dumbass shit, 15-yard penalties and shit like that. So it's in sports now. You know what I'm saying? To try to get up under the skin of your opponent. You know what I'm saying, in a toxic way, instead of just taking your ass out there and fighting and getting it done. What's going on, Mr. AMG? He said, not his spinal, not his damn spinal cord. Yeah, that fuck shit like peanut butter, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like bad peanut butter. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That shit is all up in his ass. It's constipated with fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? Grease with Fire says, say he's a jigaboo. Love to dance with old white women while smiling. This nigga hate black people. Well, I think you know, all black people have like a certain, you know, say when you've been raised, you know what I'm saying, under white supremacy, you know what I'm saying, like we're conditioned, we're socially conditioned a certain way, even if we conscious, you know what I'm saying, other shit, we still, you know what I'm saying, because we don't, I mean, I don't know about, you know, many, some of you guys are doctors, lawyers, and y'all deal with white folks every day. So you have a more, you know what I'm saying, you have a more expanded idea of white supremacy and how to deal with it. A lot of folks don't really work with white folks like that. You know, said not. Hey, I'm not saying not all white people white supremacy. You know, white supremacists. You know what I'm saying? It's just that the whole culture, the whole system, the way we were raised in it, that we look at white people in different ways. You know, some of us look at ourselves like we're second class citizens, and we still revere white people. You know what I'm saying? And that's just you coming from Mississippi, you coming from some of the poor states, and there's not a lot of opportunity, and you never seen too many blacks have that kind of opportunity, or you never, you know, got access to, you know what I'm saying, a better lifestyle. So, you know, you see, you know, white people, you know what I'm saying, they could go to the steel plants and they can make six figures, you know what I'm saying? They have a high school diploma and they get grandfathered in, you know what I'm saying? And it's been like that for years and years and years, where they can have a high school diploma and have a good life, or you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, like, you know, we still got, you know, that revering white folk thing going on, you know what I'm saying, in our culture. And, you know, I could see that happening in Omaha and different segments of the country. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, where you just, you know, the white man is God, you know what I'm saying? So white man, that's why, you know, excuse me. That's why when you go to different he don't go to different black interviewers and things like that because he don't think highly of black media. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think like that niggas can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? That we always run in some ragtag type situation, and we don't respect our businesses, we don't respect our business acumen, and we don't like to do business with each other. And it just resonate throughout our culture. We rather go get a goddamn Louis bag or go drink some Cristal, you know what I'm saying? And then if a nigga come up with some Hennessy, like a cognac, and support his brand so he could be big. Like, remember when LL came up with FUBU? You know what I'm saying? That shit got big for a while, you know what I'm saying? But it fell off because, black people won't stick with that shit. FUBU could have been big as Nike, been big as I'm sorry, I'm making my coffee right now. It could have been big as anything, you know what I'm saying? Because all it is shoes, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It could be big as Adidas, you know what I'm saying? But we just don't stick with our people shit. We believe in white folks product, you know what I'm saying? And we the biggest buyers of they shit. So, Crawford, he's when you grow up seeing this shit, you get socially conditioned. I know it went a long way to get there. Um, Jake Paul. Yeah, that was his name, Jake Paul. Thank you, Yolanda. So you know, we just brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? We brainwashed to a certain extent. Because even now, you know what I'm saying, you rather wear Jordans than, FUBU. You know what I'm saying? And we just so that's a way of my example is showing you what I'm saying, and it's marketing and you grow up, Terrence Crawford just ain't gonna fuck with niggas like that. And plus he got rich by Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't Al Heyman. Saying Floyd Mayweather always there. See, that's one thing I like about Floyd. Even though he's a fuck nigga too, yeah, he's a fuck nigga personally. You know what I'm saying? He's a great fighter. But you know, when it comes to money, he's like a Kanye. He's the first Kanye West, but one thing about Mayweather, he knows he's a great businessman. Let's put it that way. It ain't about color for Mayweather. I think at first it was, but I think he learned just to go where the money was, and he learned how to get money because he's a natural born hustler. And but I do think he understands that there's certain niggas you can't deal with, and there's certain dudes that you can. And he found Al Heyman, and he wasn't blind to the fact that this man could get him paid. And you know what I'm saying, Floyd did that shit. You know what I'm saying? If Floyd had Terrence Crawford mindset, he would have no fuck with Al Heyman. And I think if Terrence Crawford would have found Al Heyman before he found Bob Arum, I think he would be a huge star. You know what I'm saying? I think he would be huge. I think he would have way more money than he got. But I'm just speculating. So I'm just speculating. You know what I'm saying? I think he would have done way better with Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? But Floyd is just one of those. He's a phenomenon when it comes to business. He's a genius in my opinion because of the shit that he created. He created a lot of shit that people don't. He may not run everything, but he got people. He understands how to get the people, up under him. He got a business marketing genius and a business genius in Al Heyman who helps him, iron out all his ideas and make them happen, turn them into reality. And he's doing the same thing for Errol Spence Jr. And a lot of people don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? And but you find a good man like Al, that's all white people do. You know what I'm saying? They just find somebody who know what the hell they doing and get on their team and they work together and make each other rich. You know what I'm saying? You just got to find somebody who ain't gonna fuck you out of your money. Um, let's see. Courtney Thompson, if you not fight for undisputed, then what are you here for? He says, here for, bud. He said that's the purpose, right? He says that's the purpose, right? Get the belt to show you are the best in your division. He said he has that belt for one reason. Yeah, I'll be better when I get my coffee in me. uh, he says, yeah. he's already shown us, Courtney Thompson, he already shown us that he's not really in this shit for say right at this point in his career. If something happened with him when I'm gonna say he fought vigorously when he fought Jeff Horn, and then say when he fought Kell Brook, you just start seeing him slip a little bit. His fighting style slipping a little bit. When he fought Porter, you saw his fighting style slip a little bit. He didn't look as fast. He didn't look as crispy in those fights. You know what I'm saying? So it looked like he's not in love with boxing anymore. I think it's just something he just gotta do to maintain. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he has the motivation. To fight for legacy right now. Like Bob Arum said a while back, he says, "Shit, after he saw Errol hunger, and he saw Errol's motivation when he beat Uga's ass, man, he was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on that level no more. I'm not trying to fight like that, bro. You say I can't reach those levels. I'm not hungry like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't fight with that kind of passion no more." And I think he understands that Errol is coming for ass, and you know what I'm saying, he don't have it. He don't have that intensity anymore. And he definitely don't want to fuck with Jaron Ennis, who's he's trying to knock down buildings and shit. So all right, here we go with the coffee. Okay, let's see. This is Renzo Patterson says, I'm sick of these bug groupies. Yeah, man, everywhere you go, you know what I'm saying? It ain't so much they love Bud, it's so much that they hate Spence. And we got to understand that, and a lot of this shit derived from EJ punking Keith Thurman. Because have you noticed there's a rise, there's a swell of support for Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I was goddamn, shit. I used to like that nigga too. I like, man, that nigga is cold with it. When he came out and he was dogging Paulie Malignaggi, he's like, "You better not duck me, son." I'm like, "Who is this nigga? You better not duck me, son." And I said, I like that attitude. And then when EJ came up, that nigga just folded up and ran, bro. It was like, no. I was like, no, Keith, what are you doing? What are you doing, Keith? Don't do that. And Renzo says, about time, WBO. Well, Al made that motherfucking deal. So, he did make some calls. He saw the Bernie, he probably saw Bernie YouTube. Yeah, we left EJ in the dust. I said, let me get on the line here. Let me get on the line. I got to make a couple of calls and shit. And probably called up the WBO and made some deals with the, you know what I'm saying? And, called WBC and they made the motherfucker threw some money somewhere. And they were like, okay, let's get Boots up there to become mandatory and shit over there at the WBO. And they made that shit happen. Anytime they go quiet, anytime EJ team go quiet, something happening. You know what I'm saying? Anytime they don't be saying shit and they don't look like nothing's about to happen, then boom. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao fight. You know what I'm saying? Boom. You know what I'm saying? EJ got fighting Keith Thurman. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Now Undisputed is on the line. It's probably, it'll be crazy if it's Jaron Ennis and Errol Spence Jr. for Undisputed, bro. You know what? I'd rather see that shit. If we're gonna have an unmotivated asshole in there that's just looking to retire, I don't want him fighting him because we already know he'll destroy Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? If he's running this guy, if somebody running this damn hard away from you, you don't want to see the fight. You want somebody to run towards you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want somebody running away trying to put furniture in between. That nigga scared. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is. You know what I'm saying? If you put Terrence Crawford in there with Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying? This nigga scared. He throwing furniture. He's trying to goddamn call the police. You know what I'm saying? So nobody wants that kind of energy, bro. You want equal passion in the ring. And this nigga just I don't see it. I don't see it. So Renzo Patterson says WBO pulling an OG call about time. He said they must have really like Budrick, but the time has come. Yeah, he been sitting on that belt way too long, bro. He's been sitting on that shit way too long. What's going on, Andre Johnson? John, I mean, sorry, Andre John. He said boxing weight. He said forever to. He said boxing weight forever, forever to put on the big fight, the big fights. He said like Manny versus Floyd, UFC does it right, right away. Top fighters fight each other. But see, I mean, you're not dealing with all these different sanctioning bodies who got different business interests. You only got Dana White over there. You know what I'm saying? And he can, he runs pretty much everything. And but the only thing about UFC, my brother, is that they don't get paid shit. Only, what I'm saying, the top dudes, what I'm saying, getting paid. So they have to come over to boxing to make that money. Like that big ass nigga that beat shit out of Rodman Jr. and shit, that shit was crazy. That was like some damn anime shit, you know what I'm saying? Having some big ass, black demon nigga come over there and just knock your ass out. Nigga 320 pounds moving like he got them a damn middleweight. And I was like, God damn, bro. Yeah, I was like, God, Rodman, man. He made Rodman look like he was goddamn 175 pounds. Like, this dude went in there to start clubbing him and shit. He put that one hand, he looked like Foreman in there the way he was beating on Rodman Jr. And what's that? Lita McCurley. He said then have Spence petition. He said then have Spence petition the WBO for the fight. They say it can go to a purse bid. We all happy and done that easily. So we're happy and done with that easily. Then he says, do you know you are practicing? He said, do you know you are practicing bullying? Oh, so you're practicing bullying. I don't know where you're going with that, my brother. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Do you know you're practicing bullying? I don't know about that, bro. I'm not from, what I'm saying, the political correct era, bro. I mean, I'm gonna say a lot of fucked up shit. It's just what it is, I'm 53. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that, you know what I'm saying, about being politically correct. Too old for that shit, bro. I leave that to you young guys to make the world better. You know what I'm saying? I'm just used to a fucked up world. Malonia 76 says, when I call out a duck, he says, because I want them to fight. Right. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about no bullying and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you know Terrence Crawford, that's a bully. You know what I'm saying? Because he want to fight these dudes that he know are not qualified to be in the ring with him. So, no, I don't know, my man. You know what I'm saying? The dude talking about bullying and shit. I don't know. I mean, shit, I was bullied. I mean, everybody was bullied where I come from. You just had to fight your way up out that shit. It made you tougher. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for, people who caved in and, what I'm saying, let shit get to them, bro. As a man, that's a what they call it, a rite of ritual. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get bullied, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just not gonna like you, and they wanna they wanna handle it physically. Now, if you're in a position or you come from a place where, what I'm saying, your mama moves you to another school just because somebody thumped you in the head, that's all good. You know what I'm saying? That's good for you. But where I come from, people worked hard and they ain't have time for that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you got burned or scraped, you going to school the next day. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get plastic surgery and no shit. You crack a tooth and shit, you know what I'm saying? You going to school the next day, nigga. They're gonna make fun of you. You know what I'm saying? If you couldn't get the name brand shoes, nigga, and you had to get the hoops and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's what you were wearing. School, like, they did not care. So, you got bullied about everything when I was coming up, and you just had to learn how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So when I see motherfuckers be talking about cyberbullying, I'm like, what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying, what the hell is cyberbullying? I said, that shit is the weakest. All you have to do is cut off your damn computer. Cut your computer off. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got like somebody got there putting a gun to your head and making you read bad shit people saying about you. Cut that shit off. You know what I'm saying? And go take your ass outside. Get your incel ass up out the house and stop worrying about what motherfuckers think of you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're not gonna know these niggas 5 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it's like you got to look at your life long term and not short term. Don't live in the now. Say, oh, Courtney Thompson says on some real shit. He said all this tells me is EJ is the money in boxing and the shit Bud Pool. He didn't just screw EJ, he screwed boxing, and they all got together and they put put they play in motion to get his ass. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was some devious shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they see how the cards are playing out. You know what I'm saying? Once they did, they took a lay of the landscape. They realized they was in a fucked up position. They realized, they realized, you know, his ego can't handle the position that he's in. You know, he didn't cultivate his career. He didn't you know, he didn't take his career seriously. You know what I'm saying? Fighting once a year. Now all of a sudden it's a rush to get as many bags as he want. Now it's about getting money and not about going in here and facing the best because of course it's EJ on the other end. So do we want to go in there and really prove to people he the best pound for pound #1 champion, or do we just want to keep his record intact and you know what I'm saying go out and try to grab as many bags as he can? And I think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Uh, okay, he's talking to him. Let's see. Courtney Thompson says, "Bud, fuck boxing." He said, "Not just EJ out of." He said, "Bud, fuck boxing, not just EJ out of money. They're gonna make him come off that belt one way or another." Yeah, that's why. That's why this is so great. This news is so great about Jaron Ennis. You know, Jaron Ennis has he's like really put the fear. You know what I'm saying? Into a well, let's not say fear. Let's say he's waking up. You know what I'm saying? The boxing community. You know what I'm saying? That it's like they can't just get by on your laurels. You actually got to get in the damn ring and fight, or you're gonna have to fight somebody who's highly motivated. That's what Devin is doing, I think, down at 135. You know what I'm saying? He's keeping people on their toes that they can't just rest because Devin once he get by Lomachenko, it's an open field. You know he's going to be calling out Tank Davis. You know that. You just know this because of the type of fighter he is, the type of champion he is. Either you're going to call out Tank Davis or you're going to have to move up and fight some of them guys up there, call T.O. out, somebody up there. But he's the type of dude that push boxing forward. Renzo Patterson says, so now Errol has to petition WBO as well. Shaking my head. I don't think he has to petition. No, I think that came down. I think that came down because I think he was already up there. He was already up in the WBO. I think he was like I think Virgil Ortiz was first. I think it was Jaron Ennis, and then when Virgil went over to the WBA, that put Boots right up there, right? So either saying Crawford got to fight that man, or saying it put him in this position. So he got to make a decision. So EJ, he ain't got to petition no damn body because he's coming for that belt regardless. Unification always overstep mandatories. So if either he gonna fight EJ on that shit or he got to fight his Mando. So he can't be sitting here saying that EJ on the other, he can't say EJ is dodging his Mando and he's dodging his goddamn Mando. So I think he'd rather fight EJ than fuck with Jaron Ennis, but I don't think he want to fight EJ. So I think he's gonna vacate, y'all. I think he's gonna get the hell up out of there. And what's this? Is Lolita McCurley says perhaps, but EJ has ducked all his mandatories. It's just weird. It's just weird energy how people take how they frame saying EJ, and they look at Terrence Crawford duck his whole fucking career and just ignore that shit. You know what I'm saying? They look at how he ducked great competition, and so but they'll take a whole nother they'll take a whole nother angle at talking about his career except for what's obvious. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, bro. Greek Fire says Bob a damn devil. He is, bro. But he's been in the game, so he's been in the game for 90 years, man. Nigga old. You know what I'm saying? Nigga's a Harvard graduate too. So, he says not defend. He says not the IBO in 4 years. 4 years is that not a duck? I don't know. He must be talking to somebody else. Jaron Rose says, is that true, Bomac? And that's what I hear, bro. Bud and Bomac, I hear he's not the acting manager anymore. From what I understand, I hear Bud is doing shit on his own. He's handling the managerial side, you know what I'm saying, with his lawyers and people on I think Bomac is just strictly a trainer now. It's probably why you haven't been hearing shit from him. Probably mad with Terrence Crawford. He says true champions fight is mandatory. Spence ducked way before Crawford. It's hard to entertain bullshit, It says laugh out loud. It says how you ducking when you fight champs and it make sense. Well, it's all about timing. You know what I'm saying? They so worried about just trying to, say something negative about EJ. They don't care, bro. They know the shit don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? You just sit there and just look at them, bro. They just come up with any old kind of bullshit, Anything. They'll sit home and make up propaganda and shit. And, what I'm saying? Just to throw out there, just to throw some negative shit in the conversation. I don't know why they hate that man so much. You know what I'm saying? It's like we have to sit here every day and talk about this man's resume, how he came off of car crashes. I guess he was ducking when he was all fucked up, right? Rolling on the pavement. You know what I'm saying? Then he came back and beat, Danny Garcia, who's one of the best at 147. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to say shit about Terrence Crawford never fought Keith Thurman, never fought Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? Never fought none of the top guys in their prime. They never bring that up. It's always what EJ hasn't done. You know what I'm saying? He's ducked. How the fuck you gonna duck people? You know what I'm saying? And you going for unification? You unifying the division? You know what I'm saying? You got to be an idiot. You know what I'm saying? You got to be an idiot. This man is unifying the division. Your champion didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? He's still sitting on the WBO. So make it make sense. He's ducking. Man, fuck mandatories. You know what I'm saying? If we get an undisputed champion, that's what the sport is all about. You know what I'm saying? Fuck your mandatory if you can unify. You know what I'm saying? The division. So, cut that shit out, man. That shit is dumb. That shit is dumb as hell, bro. So JV say, he said watching Bud vacate would be just as good as him fighting EJ to me. He said because they would clown him everywhere he go. Bro, he don't care about that, bro. He don't care about his reputation. He don't care about his pride as a fighter, right? He don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, he wouldn't. You imagine if EJ would have ducked out a negotiation to fight a David Avanesian, right? Even if he would have turned around and fought Stanionis, right? Let's say he would have walked out of negotiation for. Then they would have said he ducking Bud. You see what I'm saying? So he's in a trick bag right now. So no matter what he do, they're gonna try to take the opposite view and say he didn't want to fight Crawford. He ducked Crawford. Crawford been here for 4 or 5 years calling this nigga out. He's scared, right? So, even if he would have fought his mandatories, this same person here would have just flipped the angle on whatever else. He just would have said, goddamn EJ ducking Terrence Crawford. That's the games they play. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, bro. It's like Courtney Thompson says EJ would be a champ. He said EJ wouldn't be a champ if he didn't fight the champ. Right. This shit is dumb. That's why I'm like, these people, they show their hand. They show who they are. What'd you say? My man says EJ only fought boxers at the end of their at the end of the careers. They old and he fighting them. He says Pacquiao 40 when EJ wanted to fight and got scared and ducked. That don't even make sense, bro. That don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Man, somebody get his ass up out of here with that dumb shit. I said, we got to get rid of you, bro, because you know you in here just trolling and shit. Somebody block his ass. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to hear that shit. Well, you got up this morning. You got up here. Oh, it's goddamn 5 o'clock. You came in here just to troll, bro. Go to Omaha channel. You know what I'm saying? Go to Omaha channel, bro. Nobody want to hear that bullshit, bro. Let's block this nigga here. Yeah, let's get his ass up out of there, man. He's in here talking nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I blocked you, bro. Yeah, I did it. Sure did. Nobody got time for that shit. You way behind. Let's see. Let's see. What's going on, Courtney Thompson? He says, laugh out loud. He says Danny was not old, nor is he old now. Right. They just this is making up bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know, Lou Era Grassroots, what's going on? He says, they prejudice, but he says fragile motherfuckers definitely not supreme. Not supreme. That's what's up. What's going on? Just Do Boxing in the building. Y'all subscribe to Just Do Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Great content over there at the TWT team. You know what I'm saying? Learn a lot of shit about different fighters. And he breaks it down. He makes a great breakdown and great breakdown videos and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check out Just Do Boxing and G5. And he's also at the TWT team and Skywalker and McLean and all them guys, you know what I'm saying? Yoda Crush, you know what I'm saying? Y'all check out them guys, man. They got some really great content over there, bro. If you like my shit, you'll love theirs. Let's see. Courtney Thompson says, I can't take it no more dumb. Yeah, I had to get rid of old dude. He up in here tripping. What's going on? Freestyle Tonks in the building. He says, what's up, Salupo? What's up, TZ Frank? What's happening? He said, is this true, bro? He said, this is great news. They finally make Bud weak ass do something. He thought he was gonna be able to sit up in on that belt. And he thought he was just gonna be able to troll and shit with the belt. But you know, boxing ain't like fuck trolling, bro. We need to make money. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass in the ring. Let's fight. You know what I'm saying? Either you're gonna fight that young lion who's ready to eat up the road, or you gonna goddamn fight the other nigga that's ready to eat up the road. So you caught between a rock and a hard place. So you know you're gonna have to do something. Show everybody that you're the best in the world, or get your ass on. Let's see. Jerome Rose says Bud gets his hair cut at the hair cuttery in Omaha. You need to do something because he kind of, I don't know if you're feeling the pressure of what's going on YouTube, something going on. You know, a nigga stay faded. If you're a millionaire, if I'm a millionaire, nigga, I have a haircut. My shit stay faded. You know what I'm saying? I'll be fresh every day, bro. Third eye. He says, if money is the measurement to approval, he said, I have no words. Okay, that was philosophical. What's going on, Mr. Rodman? What's going on? He says, my bad. I want to see what she said. And Renzo Patterson says, LL didn't he create it, but he definitely was the face of it, branding wise. Okay, y'all talking about something I don't know. It says a point taken. No, y'all having a conversation. It says, Mr. Rodman says, very weird, grammatically speaking. What was her problem? So y'all talking about something. It says either Bud retires or he's going to face the heat that's coming. No more running. Exactly. What's going on, PGH Big Dog? What's going on, my brother? He said, third eye says, only 2 feet, 20,000 K in shoes and on a government assistant. Exactly. What's going on, my brother? PGH Big Dog says that now. He says, but don't have the personality or the smarts to be that crossover star. Nah, he just want to do. See, he reminds me of. He got like a small town like mentality. You know what I'm saying? He got a small town mentality. The big business kind of like, you know what I'm saying? He's just not motivated to go grab it. It's like somebody who a snatch, like if there was a table full of money, and you know what I'm saying, he got a Ziploc bag. He's cool with just filling up that Ziploc bag, and he's just gonna leave the rest of the money on the table because you just can't, you just don't want to carry it. You know what I'm saying? It's too heavy for him. He says, Renzo Pastor says, why do they hate Spence so much? Just like anything else in life, when a motherfucker's successful and y'all doing the same thing, let's say, you're playing basketball with a dude and you feel like you better than him, and he getting all of a sudden he getting all the hoes and he's getting contracts, and what I'm saying, people come to see him, and even though you could do more shit than him, you feel like you could do more shit than him. Everybody be like, look at what he doing. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker do a layup and shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, motherfucker be fainting and shit, motherfucker be up in that shit. Oh shit, that nigga did a layup. Did you see that nigga? That nigga did that. You go up and do a layup, they're like, oh man, that's bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he feel. You know what I'm saying? That's how he feel. You know what I'm saying? He feel like he a star. He feel like EJ is a star for nothing. He feel like he's better than EJ. He's proven more than EJ. So he's a hater. You know what I'm saying? He don't. Some people got charisma, and plus, EJ put in the work too. I mean, when I played football, you see motherfuckers putting in the work, and they got better and better. When I played basketball, you know what I'm saying? You seen the people who put in the work get better and better. Yeah, you knew they were weak and they started lifting weights, and motherfuckers got strong, and they, start, bullying and shit, so you had to lift weights and you had to do, but see, Crawford ain't doing the promotion. He ain't put in the time with the promotion. So now he's reaping what he sowed. He didn't cultivate his career. Just like Bob said, you could be good as all out. You could be the best thing smoking, but shit, if you ain't, cultivating your business, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't doing the promotion and doing what you're supposed to do, that shit don't mean nothing. And we see this with Crawford. He says, William Henry says, Terrence Zordo Crawford with that whack resume. Yeah, I agree with that. And Doughboy says, Jaron Ennis got blackballed by the boxing sanctions. Yeah, well, I don't think they have really connected with an ally yet. I think once he start doing his pay-per-view numbers, once he get a fight, like maybe if he fight EJ, that'll be like his first pay-per-view. And if that shit go mega, you know what I'm saying, he making over like 1 million pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? If he do good on the pay-per-view side, then the sanctioning bodies will stop fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? He has some political clout. I mean, look at Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He coming back fighting John Ryder, but see, he can do that because he done tied up all those political ties. He done made the connections, and everybody, bowing down to Canelo. So it's gonna take a while for a Bruce Ennis to make those connections, and that he's gonna get that through beating ass and sales. So I think he's gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Courtney Thompson said he never had that hunger. Right. Well, I think he had the hunger, but like if you're more talented than everybody you fight, like what I'm saying, like basically, like if you would, like it's like a black kid that's 6'4" going to a Christian school, he be tearing their ass up. You know what I'm saying? He go to Catholic school. He playing Catholic basketball, football teams. That nigga making 2-3 touchdowns in one goddamn game. Then all of a sudden he got to go to public school, and he ain't shit. So he come to public school, they be tearing his ass up because now he's playing against better athletic people. You got people who can really move and people who know the game, and you better athlete, a better set of athletes and stuff. So he can't deal with that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So now it's hunger. Your hunger. You don't feel like you the man no more. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel like you the dude on top. Now that you got other motherfuckers that could deal with you, right? You can't just dunk every game and dunk 5 times in the game and style on motherfuckers and shit because they can't deal with your athletic ability. But see, and that's what's up with Crawford. His hunger's gone because now, the landscape is starting to, it's the competition is getting better with what's his name, Triple G. You know, when the competition started, same with Canelo. Once the competition started getting better, they had to haul ass. You know what I'm saying? The hunger ain't there when you got motherfuckers who could deal with you. You know what I'm saying? If you can't, you got to have the ability to stay away from them. And in that top rank, he had that ability to stay away from them guys. That's how he was able to get through those fights. That's how he was able to get through those fights. Renzo Patterson says, Ugas changed Bud perspective. He saw that eye. You know what I'm saying? He saw that eye. You know what I'm saying? He's that over the bone. He saw, what Spence did to kill Brook. And he know EJ was gonna come for that over the bone. He's gonna break it. He coming for them ribs. He'll come from that over the bone. And he ain't feeling that shit. He said all of a sudden his health is a concern. Yeah. And like he was saying, the fans ain't gonna pay my bills. They're not gonna pay my niggas. You signed up for boxing when you was, what I'm saying? You signed up for this life. So don't start complaining now. GD said, "What's up, Pool?" He said, "Man, these Bud fans are really mentally fucked up. Seriously, his fans are the worst. Definitely the dumbest. You know what I'm saying? They just hate EJ, GD. They just hate EJ. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about Bud because you could look at Bud. There's no interest in Bud. He's kind of like Tyson Fury, get all that support, but he only get the support. What's going on, Hustler Home? I see you out there, my brother. Y'all subscribe to Hustler Home, man. Hustler Home, man. He be putting it in too. I like how he discuss boxing, and I think you would too if you subscribe to Hustler Home. Let me put him on here. Let me see. I'm gonna drop the link. You know what I'm saying? See if Hustler Home. I don't know if he available or not. You know what I'm saying? Hustler Home got some great content over there, man. He says, I always team one time up until he got hold. Me too. Me too. Yeah, Renzo Paz, they hate EJ because he's successful. Um, you know, and I mean, Crawford came into boxing in 2008, so he had a longer time, what I'm saying, to get himself together and get him a fan base. But playing it safe ain't gonna keep you a fan base. Doughboy says, if I'm Jaron Boots Ennis, I will petition for Crawford WBO. It don't matter if he petition or not. You know what I'm saying? They do what they want. If they choose you, I mean, so that's the only way you get mandatory. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter if you petition for it or not. You know what I'm saying? They pick you. You know what I'm saying? Each sanctioning body, they pick you. It don't matter if you put in for it. Put in all you want and still not get the fight. Courtney Thompson says it's because EJ is a PBC fighter. He said, ask yourself, if EJ was a top ranked fighter, would there even be a Bud? That's true. You know what I'm saying? That's true. But one thing about it, you know, um, I don't think Bob would put them in there until they start, till he get a whole bunch of smaller fights. You know what I'm saying? You know how Bob do, he like in-house fights. And he wouldn't put them in there against each other until he got all the money he can, out of them separately. You know what I'm saying? Bob rather put on 5 little fights than one big fight. That's how he operate, you know. JV says, Pool, he said, I think you blocked inside. I did? How? I didn't even block nobody. Let me see. No, he said he just dropped off. He was, man, what is going on with this blocking shit? Because let me see. Let me go back up and see. I don't think so, bro. I don't block nobody really, unless I accidentally block them. Because I was blocking that spam, and I think he said he was going home. See, there go that spam shit. Let me see. There go that spam shit right there. Yeah, that's the only thing. I be blocking that spam. If anybody name up under that spam shit, think they be getting caught. And then let me see. Yeah, I must be dead block him or something because I don't see his name popping up. Let's see. Let me see. God damn it. Let me see. I don't see his name nowhere. How the hell did he get blocked? Okay, let me see. There it is. Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to click on it. How did he get blocked? Let's see. Let me see if I can unblock him. It's not letting me unblock him. Let's see. I see where he's blocked. Damn. Let me see. I'm trying to unblock Zab. Not Zab. I keep calling my man Zab Judah. It's crazy. Let me see. Wonder why it's not letting me. Let's see. That is crazy. Let me see. Let me see if I can get him unblocked. I don't know how to do it while I'm in live stream mode. Let's see. Let me see. Still a lot of shit I gotta learn. I'm dropping that link for Hustler Home. See. Hey Zab, let me see if I could get you. I don't know. Let me see if I could do it with my phone. Let's see. Let's see, Zab. Let's see. Still calling my man Zab. What's going on, young billionaire? I see you out there, bro. Let me see. How did I block my man? He said, check your text. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be on Hustle. Let me see. I'm handling like 8 things at one time. I'll be on. Okay. Got that taken care of. Okay, let me get this. Let me see if I can get my man unblocked here. Let's see. Let me see. I got to find him on my. See, I could do shit on my phone that I can't do on this computer. So let me see. I'm looking for my man. Let's see. Courtney Thompson. Let's see. I see on my phone. I don't see him. This shit is crazy, bro. Let me see. What is inside the square circle? Y'all deal. Y'all deal. I got to deal with this here first, real quick. Let me see. Many times a young billionaire. Let's see. Inside the square circle. Where you at, my brother? See, I'm looking for you on my phone. There you go. Let me see if I can. Now, it ain't even letting me press him on my phone. Man, how the fuck this happen? Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, it's not even letting me in. That's crazy. Let me see if I can go to my studio on the phone and unblock him. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me see. Damn. Man, I'm gonna have to do like I did educated jab inside square circle. Let me see. I'm gonna have to wait till the stream is over. Man. Let me see. Let me see if let me check it out. Let me see if I can get him unblocked. Cause that's my man right there. He's cool. Let's see. Okay. Now I'm opening up YouTube. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to unblock my man. Let me see. So let's see. It's like your channel. Let's see. Custom. Let's see. Okay. Comments. Let's see. Okay, go to the community, customize, content, settings. There we go. Say community. Okay. So I got everybody in there. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me find his name, then we can get back going. Let's go roll. Inside square. Let me see. Shouldn't be that hard. Yeah, I'm just learning to do this crap, y'all. So let's see. Okay, so I got a lot of people blocked too. Let's see. Inside square circle. Default comments. Inside square circle. Square circle. Okay. Let's see. Hey, I'm just looking them up, trying to see if where I have them blocked. Prove a user. Okay, I don't see them in the block area. Add block words. Let's see. I don't see them. Let me see. I don't see them in the block. Maybe I'm just overlooking them. Okay, the watcher. Let's see. Inside. I don't see them in there. Okay, channel. Advanced setting. Basic info. General. Let's see. Permissions. Community. I don't see them. I don't see them up in there. Let's see. I see everybody else. Let's see. Insert square circle. Huh. I am Trail Will. He's in there. Let's see. All right. Let's see. I don't see. Now that don't make no sense. It's like I don't see him in there where he's blocked, where I can unblock him. So I'm still learning a lot of this shit. Let's see. Your guidelines. Let's see. Inside square circle. Let's see. Let's see. Settings. Permission. General. Greeting. Let's see. I'm trying to add him. Let's see, trying to add him inside the square. King Judah. Okay, now I got his whole name right there. His name ain't even popping up. Let's see. Inside the square circle. Okay, that ain't popping up. Let's see. King Judah. King Judah. Huh. There it is. There he is. Okay. Boom. There you go. All right. That should take care of it. Okay. Oh, learning some shit new every day. Okay, so I got him in there now. All right, so I had to add King Judah back. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know how the hell that happened, y'all. My bag. My bag. I had to add my man back. So I'm on mute. Yeah, I had to put him back on the list. Can y'all hear me? Let me know, cause I had to go into my YouTube studio. Let me see. I just heard the boot. Let's see. Did anybody come on? Can y'all hear me? Somebody let me know if you can hear me. There you go. What's going on?
Cool.
Okay, yeah, I had to put King Judah back on there. Yeah, I got you back on the King. You know, so I had to find you. So what you think about what you think about this news, bro?
What news we got?
You know what? You know they just came out and said that Terrence Crawford got to fight Jaron Ennis. You know what I'm saying? Or he got to fight EJ. Just like we've been saying.
He might retire, man. He's about I don't know, the way he been moving, he fuck around retire.
Mm-hmm. I say the same thing, bro.
And it's sad, man. He been doing all this shit, talking all this shit.
But I mean, everybody know a nigga like that from the neighborhood be talking shit about you, you know what I'm saying, and behind your back, and you just chilling. You know what I'm saying? But when you come to the nigga face, what's going on, Bruce? Gas boxing, Jazz, some more. What's going on, bro? You know what I'm saying? When you confront the motherfucker, then he ain't got shit to say. Now he moving in the next direction.
And you know what's
Everybody
crazy, too? I feel like he left Bob Arum. Cause Bob Arum, he could have made this fight. Like Bob Arum, he would have made this fight happen, man. He would have made it more or less harder than what Bud making it.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
And Bud, he knew that.
Yep. I think it was.
Shit.
I think it was more that he just kind of wanted to ruffle his feathers. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted to ruffle EJ's feathers. You know what I'm saying? Smear him a little bit so he could talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like EJ got a big platform. Anytime you're talking about somebody who's hot, you know what I'm saying? Anybody who's relevant, and you attach your name to him, you know what I'm saying? All he wanted to do was smear his name a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just talk shit, and talk more. It gave him a bigger stage to say, I'm better than him. It gave him a bigger stage to say, I was undisputed and he'll never be undisputed. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
So
type of, like who say that? Who say that type of shit? Like, what boxers say that?
bitch ass niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bitch ass niggas say shit like that.
And then this nigga called Bob Arum racist, right? During that lawsuit shit. But then his most recent interview, this nigga talking about, y'all don't know Bob Arum Hart. He said something like talking about he a good dude. I'm like, nigga, which one is it, motherfucker? Either he a racist. I like, come on, bro.
And see that's the thing. That's the thing about bitch ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? They want to have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? They think they fooling somebody, but damn nigga, it's like a magician, you know what I'm saying, trying to pull a quarter from behind your ear, but yet he got the quarter in front of you the whole time. You see the shit in his hands and he moving real slow. He ain't even slick with it. It's like, nigga, I see the quarter. Nigga, that ain't no magic, nigga. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I see you. You know what I'm saying? So he doing this shit all out in the open, and everybody could see the envy and the jealousy. And see, long as the motherfucker able to run to another corner, he can't run the top rank. He can't run to the zone. He can nobody
They
want
don't
to
want
fuck
his
with him.
ass. That nigga
Hmm.
found the loophole to duck EJ.
Hmm. That's what it was. See, that's why he said
And
what he
look,
said.
fool, now he's trying to cover all his tracks. Cause like, bro, if you confident, you don't need to justify any of this shit. You know you in the wrong, bro. Why
Well,
you doing all this shit?
you don't have to run down no champion, bro. Somebody who want to fight you, you ain't got to run. You ain't got to run them down. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to check for them. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be checking for you. You know what I'm saying?
And
That's
this
the
and
difference.
this and this nigga still ain't supposed to draft. Like EJ told him to. Nigga
Oh,
EJ
but
said,
he ain't gonna do
okay,
that film study.
nah.
He ain't gonna do that. The nigga know. I mean, that would expose everything. And even if he did, the way this nigga get down, what I'm saying, he wouldn't acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? He'll make up some story, what I'm saying? He'll make up some bullshit to try to prove a point. But at
The
this
only
point,
reason
mhm.
my fault, you keep on my fault.
No, I'm just saying, at this point, nobody believes what the hell Terrence Crawford be talking about, because it's just obvious he on some hateful shit. He's just on some hateful shit trying to keep this man from shining. And a lot of people just don't want to see you shine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to see you get ahead of them. They rather destroy you. It's like that nigga that was racing and shit, and the dude ran his ass down and he hit it in the I think it was like two Africans, and the guy hit him in the back and shit before he crossed the finish line
Yeah.
and shit. That kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga, you ain't fast enough. You ain't good enough. So, but they're gonna try to stop you from surpassing them. But EJ already done surpassed the nigga. So,
Yeah.
I,
But he got that crab in the bucket mentality.
exactly. That's exactly what it is. With that Willie Lynch shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He want to be the only nigga, only black nigga in a white neighborhood on the block, and he's proud of that. You
And
know what I'm
then
saying?
EJ, like he talking about his resume being better than EJ. I'm like, nigga, EJ still got 154. Like he finna get undisputed at 154. You just stalling right now. You want to bring up what you did at 140, nigga. You boxing at 147. Like I don't know no boxer who ever did this type of fuck shit. Who? Canelo don't even do this shit.
Well, I mean, in a way, you know what I'm saying? He don't
Yeah,
fight
yeah.
Mexicans. He don't fight Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? As long as I bet if it was a weak ass Mexican, he'll be in that ring in no time, zero flat. You couldn't stop that.
Yeah.
If you that motherfucker being there so fast, if it wasn't David Benavidez, and you had like Angolo, I think that's how you say his name, Angolo or whatever, because he fought him. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that didn't have a chance to beat him, he fought him. So and it's
Yeah.
the same. It's the same with Bud. You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
get me wrong. I ain't no Canelo fan. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, nigga, hell no. I mean, you see who the nigga fight? John Ryder, nigga. I told y'all years ago. I said before he came out of this shit, I said he gonna look and see who the weakest is. You know what I'm saying? He ain't fucking with the WBA line. He ain't fucking with nobody who got some real niggas in it. He's gonna find the weakest link and fight him, and that was John Ryder. Because John Ryder, all he do is give Canelo praise. He kiss his ass. You know what I'm saying? He want that payday. Oh, Canelo, he's great. He's been in some tough fights and da 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 da. I said, man, that's the nigga you're supposed to be trying to knock out. What are you talking about?
That's what Bernie be doing for Bud. That's the only reason why he be doing that shit. Cause Bud be paying his ass,
Yeah, I mean, you
capping and
seen
shit.
you seen that nigga boxing record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That nigga boxing record is terrible. How the hell you gonna talk about somebody way better than you? How you gonna talk about somebody more successful at the shit you were trying to do? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna talk shit on that man like that? You know what I'm saying? You got a shitty boxing record. You was a terror. You and Bomac. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Right.
should be ashamed of yourself. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
and
Bomac
when I
got
put
beat up. Look at
yeah, he got beat up bad by that tall white dude.
yeah. I mean,
But
he
when
looked
I
like a
put
black hog in there, man, when that dude dropped him.
but when I put Michelle
He did.
Rivera and Frank Martin with Alcel Bud bullshit fight, I really meant that, pool.
Mm-hmm.
I really meant that shit.
I know you did. I know you did.
I would not be
But
surprised if you do.
we got to get away from this petty shit that's going on in boxing. You know, it's not about having a favorite fighter and having them, play keep away. We want to prove that they the best. We don't just want nobody to love EJ because they love him. They love him because he's
Right.
the best. They love him because he's the best. And he goes out there and prove it. You know what I'm saying? But anybody that does what he did, he shows that he got heart. He showed that he got the heart to go out there and make it happen. Yeah, he shows that he got the heart to go out there and make it happen. And Terrence
Yeah.
Crawford, he showed that he's a fraud. You know what I'm saying? He showed
Like
that he ain't up to the task to fight in these goddamn fights.
cool.
Hmm.
Bud fighting opponents that EJ had earlier in his career. Like it's gotten to that point. Like he fighting these people
Hmm.
ain't nobody even heard of, man.
Yeah, I know
Like
what you're
this,
saying.
this like a Leonard Bundu fight. Not even a Leonard Bundu fight. Cause
Yeah,
David Applebottom, he not no like who he fight?
nobody.
A
He
Sugar Ray
fought.
Leonard? I mean a Mosley, Sugar Shane Mosley, an old Sugar Shane Mosley.
And speaking of that shit, you saw Sugar Ray Leonard up in there, with Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, I saw
You
that
know what I'm
bullshit.
saying? So Sugar Ray Leonard is another one with that kind of mentality where, what I'm saying, he don't support
Crab
his
in a
people.
bucket mentality.
You know what I'm saying? He hated on EJ, you know what I'm saying? And Terrence Crawford got that. He's got that persona where he kind of like, what I'm saying, he wants to cross over. He wants to have that crossover appeal. And he moves like that by the people he fuck with, right? He don't really fuck with black folks like that. Him, Sugar Ray
Yeah.
Leonard, that's why Sugar Ray Leonard picked Mikey Garcia over
He
EJ.
said
You know
because
what I'm
he's
saying?
Mikey.
Because he Mikey. And because I guess he's
Like
picking
what the
Ryan
fuck?
because he's Ryan, right? Ryan don't. I mean, he haven't done shit in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So why would he pick him over Javante Tank Davis? He should be over there with Javante Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? He should be over there. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, man. You know how soon as we get into some controversies, motherfuckers just, what I'm saying, they just jumped on the bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess he figured Ryan Garcia is going to be a star or whatever. He just want to be in good graces with him. But you should be trying to connect and support young fighters that look up to you. You know what I'm saying? Ryan
Hey,
Garcia look up.
cool.
Hmm.
My fault. My fault. You keep going, but I was gonna get on Sugar Ray Leonard ass real quick
Go ahead.
because like who did Roberto Duran like? Who did he fight? Like, was he known before he fought Sugar Ray Leonard? If I
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
if I'm
yeah.
not mistaken,
Roberto was a bad
he was.
motherfucker down at 135. Yeah, Roberto Duran. He jumped. See, he got famous when the nigga was cold, bro. You know what I'm saying? See, he fought up in the early 70s. That's why a lot of people don't know him today, unless you're just a
Okay, so
hardcore
when
boxing fan. And he was a bad motherfucker. But see, this is what I wanted to get at. Duran is going to support Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He's going to support Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So they understand about staying on code. You're not going to hear Robert Garcia, you know what I'm saying, say Ryan Garcia is going to get beat by Javante Davis, even though his daddy them do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I got a delay. It'll pop up. It's just my internet a little slow here. I said it'll pop up. I said I can't even drop no links and shit. You know. Let me see. There you go. Let me see.
oh,
Can you hear me?
well, I was
Yeah.
gonna say
So you
when he beat Ray Leonard, they catapulted his career, right? Like that's how he like really like got known for like casual fans back then.
Well, he wasn't really known to casual fans till he fought Sugar Ray Leonard. That was what really made him famous. But he was famous amongst the hardcore fans. I put it that way.
The
You know what I'm saying? So
point I'm getting to is the point to like EJ, they not letting like I'm not trying to shit on Roberto Duran. He a fighter, but they not letting like a. That's kind of like a Mikey Garcia fight. If you really like looking at it, EJ not like letting that shit slide. He gonna take care of business. So I feel like Sugar Ray Leonard, he really a hater, bro. He a great fighter, but he just a hater, bro. That's my main point.
well, he's a Hollywood. He always wanted to be big time. Like, you know, if you would have remembered the build up, you know what I'm saying, with Marvin Hagler, you know, Hagler was kind of like the people, really Sugar Ray Leonard was just a star, man. He was just, he was in the limelight. So, every white people loved him. Back then, that was a big thing to have white people love you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was big time. You know what I'm saying? It mean that he was making them big ass $1 million paydays and shit. So he thought he was on another level. You know what I'm saying? Some black people, when they make money, they just tend to, leave niggas behind and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he got those nice spots on HBO to talk about the fights. Nigga thought he made it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
he always moved a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? He always moved a certain kind of way. It just was what it was. You know what I'm saying? So he carried himself like that today.
Yeah.
Kind of like that showbiz. You know.
Yeah. Yo, Pooh, you on mute.
Yeah, I'm back. My damn internet, man. It's just my internet is just horrible this morning. I tried to switch it over to my phone shit, but that's fucking up too. Yeah, man. But yeah, you never hear Robert Garcia, what I'm saying, going against his fight. And I think that's cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it could be Ryan Garcia versus goddamn Roy Jones Jr. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker say, yeah, Ryan Garcia got a chance. Ryan Garcia beat him. Ryan Garcia beat him. I don't give a fuck if it was Ryan Garcia versus Mike Tyson. He'll be like, Ryan Garcia beat him. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's only
Yep.
our dumb ass when we be trying to be fair, you know what I'm saying, and give a fair assessment and shit. It's only us, you know what I'm saying? We'll see our legends come out, you know what I'm saying, against EJ or whoever at the top. You know, Terrence Crawford, he got that, you know, he loved white folks. So, you know what I'm saying, they gonna back Roy Jones Jr., they gonna back him since he fought at HBO all them years and shit. You know, not that they ain't, he got the nerve to say that he got the nerve to say that EJ I mean that Terrence Crawford fought better competition. I was like, man, you need to go sit your ass down, bro. You got all timers.
Yeah, I think he smoked the
You know what I'm
blunt.
saying?
I think he smoked the blunt before the interview.
If anything, he doing cocaine. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because you know anybody can look up their resume side by side and can tell, you know, that this dude is capping, bro. Why are you capping for this man? This man can get on his own by fighting this man in the ring. There's no need to lie. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to see who is the best. It ain't got nothing to do with who you like, you know. But at this point it does, because this man has shown, you know, saying that he's not going to fight the best. He's not going to prove himself. So that right there should let you know that boxing fans, he's not going to be a favorite. He's not going to be a favorite. Nobody going to want to see his fights when you're just trying to fight safe fights. That's why I don't understand why motherfuckers love Canelo so much. The nigga has shown that he do not want to fight the best.
at
Even
all.
even e- even some of the legends are telling, hey, Canelo ain't shit. He ain't shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because he
Juan
don't want to
Juan
get
Marquez. Juan Marquez said he ain't shit.
him and Chavez, he be back and forth with the shit, but he know, because he see one thing about Chavez, he got a fucking he's kind of like Terrence Crawford. He don't want nobody to surpass his record, you know, because he got quite a few gift decisions and shit. He you know, Sweet Pea beat his ass easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And what's the other guy? Medrick. Medrick beat his ass.
Taylor. Mitchell
Right, and
Taylor.
they took it from him in the last 3 seconds. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, come on now. You ain't get a man a standing 8 count or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You just gave it a
Hey,
goddamn.
fool.
Hmm.
Is
Go ahead.
Jermaine Taylor in the Hall of Fame?
I think he is.
Is
Oh, is he? No, I
oh,
think
okay.
Pool up be saying that. Let me see. He was the first. Yeah, he should be. He should be. You know what I'm saying? He was
Shit.
undisputed.
I,
So shit. Yeah, he should be up in there. I mean, I didn't see the ceremony and nothing like that. Let me see. Let me
shit.
see. My shit done
I'm just making
froze and
sure.
shit. Man, I can't even go down. Well, I could use my phone and shit and read some of the comments. It's like I don't know why my shit done froze up, and I've been having issues with this. Let's see. I started out good, didn't I? Let's see. It's like I think Terrence Crawford and shit fucking up my internet. I think they jamming my
Yeah,
signal
they
and shit
gotta
from
be.
Omaha.
It's probably burning. Yeah,
I think they
from
jamming my
Omaha.
shit. They know I'm talking shit, so they trying to
Somebody,
block my
somebody,
shit.
yeah, somebody hack your shit.
Yeah, they trying to shut my shit down because I'm talking shit about Terrence Crawford, all the blood haters and shit. Let's see. I'm trying. My shit is stuck here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
look.
read. I'm gonna read from my phone. Yeah. Let me see. Let me go back. I kind of missed a lot of shit. Let's see. Hustle Holmes said he's gonna jump on. He says, "Pull, did you?" Okay, yeah, I had him blocked. What's going on? Courtney Thomas says the only reason he would choose to fight EJ over Boot is because he make more money getting his ass whipped. He said EJ gonna do him worse than Boots, but he loses to both, and that's for real, for real. Master Kali says, let me see if I hit these comments on here, it ain't gonna go up there. Let's see. Master Kali says, what up though? He said, Pool. He says, I've been dying laughing when you called the duck pussy punk ass. Yeah, that's that old school shit. Marvin
That's
Banks,
what
he
he.
be
That's what he is.
I thought I made him a moderator. Shit. It's like this damn thought I made him a moderator. He said the walls are closing in on Crawford. He said there's no way he can fight another nobody after this. Shit, you'll be surprised, bro. He'll find some shit. Grease with fire said crawfish a whole hoe. And Courtney Thompson says if he vacates, he says he's damn sure not getting in the Hall of Fame and shit. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Don't hold your damn
Yeah.
breath. It says Doughboy says Errol Spence been doing all the heavy lifting. He says Bud resume doesn't prove he's a pound for pound number one, which pound for pound is a joke. It is. It's an imaginary list. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody think who's the best. Everybody got their own pound for pound list, but there is a consensus. For everybody who knows who's doing the heavy lifting, who's fighting the best. We all know who's doing that. So, and that should be the criteria. That should be the number one major criteria. Not only if your skill set can beat everybody, but you got to beat everybody in your division first. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? To be even considered those other things. You know what I'm saying? Beat the people in your division. I don't care that you dominated 3 weight classes, which is arguable because you didn't go to each champion. You know what I'm saying? You just met the motherfucker with the belts. You know what I'm saying? Right there, and became a champion in that division, and you move on. You know what I'm saying? That ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless you defending that belt. And let me see, Alexander 89. He says everyone knew who's the real duck of 147. He said EJ been keeping it real. He said the whole time. He said niggas just be hating on real niggas. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. The whole time, motherfuckers just be hating. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. Mr. Rodman says Crawford has more flexibility than Spence. He said his Mando isn't due until 2023. He's already stated he'll be ready to defend. Man, come on, Mr. Rodman. What's going on with you, bro? You know what I'm saying? You got to be. I mean, if you can't see this dude is ducking,
Yeah.
I mean, you just willfully, blind, bro. You just willfully blind. I mean, I respect you and your perspective and everything, but at this point in time, if you don't see that this nigga is trying to avoid the best fights, bro, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you got to be blind, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not to see that. I mean, you just don't want to see it. He says,
Bud don't want to get retired by Spence. It's that simple.
of course not. And let me see. Shawnee Henry says, he says, man, Errol would walk through Brother Boost and Crawford on the same night. I'm telling you, man, EJ, he's in the best. This is the best EJ I believe everybody's going to see because he's dedicated himself back to the sport. He's putting money into nutrition and he's trying to be the best version of himself out there. And he's already got a crazy ass style, like a Marvin Hagler, just a constant pressure style, calculated aggression, tactical aggression, and he could take a punch. That's hard to beat, y'all. That's how you got to stop a motherfucker like that. You got to break that motherfucker wheel. And now I could see somebody like a Boots, you know what I'm saying, being in there and being able to at least challenge him. To at least challenge him on that level, you know what I'm saying, to be able to stand in there with EJ and be able to take what he dish out. You know what I'm saying, and have a chance to win. But EJ constantly scoring, constantly pushing you back, constantly beating you off the line. That's a hard style to beat. You know what I'm saying? Like Greg Hackett say, everybody don't want to fight in boxing. You know what I'm saying? EJ understands that. So he's gonna fight you 3 minutes. You'll mute yourself, bro. You'll mute yourself because that background. It says because he'll fight you 3 minutes of every round, bro. You know what I'm saying? And everybody don't want to fight 3 minutes every round. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't care how flexible Terrence Crawford is. You know what I'm saying? His midsection is still open and soft. He's not used to taking constant punishment. He's not used to fighting 3 minutes of every round. He's used to floating.
He's not defensively responsible.
Well, he has enough where he had enough, and I say he had enough athletic ability to be able to stay away like Ali. See, Ali
Yeah.
You know, he was able to move. His legs was his defense. So for a while, when he was young, nobody could touch him too much because he could lean back, he could lean to the side, he could catch you with them long ass arms and shit, you know, and box you. You know what I'm saying? But as he got older, as them legs, you know what I'm saying, got weaker, he took those 3 years, killed them. Was the best years of his life, his prime. You know what I'm saying? When he came back, he was a different fighter. That's why Joe Frazier was able to beat him when they first fought because he was coming off a 3 year layoff, right? And then the next few years, those fights were close. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't the same athletic dude that was, you know, in '66. You know what I'm saying? Before they took the bit, before they took put him out of boxing for 3 years, he wasn't the same. He wasn't that same athletic fighter. He was a little bit slower, and that's what I'm telling everybody. It's like Terrence Crawford, 35, bro. He's not going to be the same, um, have the same, you know, abilities. You know, he was athletic as shit when he was younger. Even
Right.
then, he was small. You know, he's super small. Y'all don't understand that. So the power that he displayed, the power that he displayed, and the speed and the coordination that he had once had, you know, 2, 3 years ago, ain't gonna be the same at 35. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit! It's like like what is going on with my system here? It's like my system is just all trying to shut down and shit. And let's see, it's going on. Let's see. Can you hear me? Oh man. hmm Yeah, my system trying to shut down on me. So yeah, so he's not going to display those things. You know, he done got too old, and I think he realized that. I think he see the slippage in sparring. He see that he's gotten slower, and he can't compete on the same level. Yeah, does he still have experience? Yeah, that could help. That could help you so far, but he's not a technical boxer. So like Roy Jones Jr., it's going to hurt him when he fight like a EJ or he fights somebody at the top of the division. So since he hasn't been fighting those kind of fights, it's going to look real bad for him when he get in there with somebody in top form like EJ, you know, who's been fighting the best. So he's used to fighting at a high level, and Terrence Crawford is not. You know what I'm saying? He is not used to fighting at a high level anymore. You know, Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying? He was damn near retired, 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yep.
Kell Brook was past it. So he's not used to fighting them dudes on the edge like Jaron Boots Ennis and EJ. You know what I'm saying? They still spitting fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that he's not
Boots
looking.
Boots got a fight coming up.
Yeah, he's fighting some. What's that dude name? They gave him some off-brand fight, just to keep busy, because
Yeah.
so I guess he could put the pressure on Terrence Crawford. But yeah, they gave him. I forgot the dude name, but it's somebody that nobody knows. Uh, it's somebody nobody knows. Another person he ain't gonna get credit for.
Right.
Um, but because they don't want to put Virgil Ortiz in there with a Jerome Bucenis. You know, they already see that's a train wreck waiting to happen. And
Yeah.
I think even though I do think Virgil Ortiz would show, I think Virgil Ortiz would give him a run for his money. I think he'll lose, but I think he would make Jerron Bucenis have to dig a little deeper than he has.
Yeah.
You know, what I'm saying with all this other competition, and he got the power. He got the power to keep Jerron from just running through him with his offense. Because that kid got a hellified arsenal. Hellified arsenal. Um, you know, what I'm saying so. And what's you'll put yourself on mute. 'Cause I can't do it. My shit froze. You like you robbing somebody. Film study. I can't even scroll up and down. So I can't even. I don't know. My shit is frozen. Let me see. I don't know what's going on with my StreamYard. Let's see. Let me see. I had to read the comments from my phone since my system is frozen. Let's see. I don't know what the hell done happened. I can't click on nothing. So he says, remember Chris Colbert lost? He said, what did EJ tweet? He said, all that cute shit look good. He said, you have to fight EJ coach. He said, you have to fight EJ coach. He said, James said it too. You are going to fight, and how? He said, and how and where EJ says. Yeah. That's, if you ever notice how EJ, when he comes in and he puts his foot on the outside of your foot to lock you in, and then he goes to your body, and he just kind of locks you in one spot. Let me see. And let me see.
Hey, Pool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You think Frank Martin give any of these 135 boxers a problem because of Derrick James' coaching ability?
Hell yeah. Hell, he wouldn't have won his last fight. I think if it wasn't for Derrick James, because dude, he was game. Jackson Marinez, or Marinez Jackson, how you say his name? He he was ready. You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't ready to go all them rounds. And he faded at the end because James told, Frank Martin couldn't get on the inside. And anytime he would get on the inside, he was getting Falumaloon, and he had to get my man timing and then go to the body, step to the side, and that's how he was able to knock him out. You know what I'm saying? So he still got a lot of learning to do to close that mid-range gap. So that's why this is going to be such a good fight with him and Mike Riviera, because he's a good boxer.
Yeah,
He's an athletic. He's an athletic, good boxer with some power. It's an even fight. So I think if he get by Riviera, he's going to be dangerous. And if he have a good performance against Mike Riviera, who's a Dominican guy, so those Dominican dudes are pretty tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They hungry. You know what I'm saying? Because they actually hungry. You know what I'm saying? They ain't. You know what I'm saying? They motherfuckers be hungry over there, bro, and they come over here, they be ready because they want that good life, and I'm surprised that you got fighters like Frank Martin who they want a challenge. They don't want no easy fights, they want the best, so these guys are being ducked by the up and coming stars because they don't want to face nobody that could derail their career. And that's why I like Frank Martin. Yeah, that's why I like Frank Martin, man, because he real with that shit, man. He gonna come in there, saying it's a 50-50 fight. This dude can beat Frank Martin. You know what I'm saying? But Frank Martin is highly skilled. And the advantage, I think, is he's got Derrick James. You know what I'm saying? Because Derrick James ain't gonna let him lose his head. He's got EJ in his corner, so that he's training with a champion that's his tenacity is relentless. So he got the confidence to go in there and win. He's on the championship team. It's like being on the Lakers in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? EJ is Magic Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So they got the staff, and I think Frank gonna come out on top. I think it's going to be highly competitive. Highly competitive. I think he's going to have to break Michael Riviera down.
Oh yeah.
He's going to have to break him down. And I think he may get the knockout too, because that dude, he don't like taking punches. No fighter likes taking punches, but you could tell by the way they react when they get hit. You know what I'm saying? He got courage. Mike Riviera got courage, but like he's been fighting those low level dudes. What he's gonna react like when he take a punch from Frank Martin. That's gonna be interesting to see how his body, how he takes it. And but I think it's a 50-50 fight, and I think it's gonna be in Las Vegas. The fight's gonna be in Las Vegas, December 17th, and hopefully, I'm pretty sure EJ and Derek gonna be there. You know, what I'm saying I don't know because EJ. I don't know if you've been watching his Twitter. He's been doing all kind of traveling and shit. Talk about East Africa and all kind of different shit. Going to see his grandfather in Ireland and shit. I was like, really? So he just all over.
Damn.
He's just doing different shit. So hopefully, this Keith Thurman fight that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? They trying to make it for the 17th, right? Or are they talking about next year? Well, have they changed it? I'm like, because it look
Nah,
like
they probably changed it. They said January.
they said January. I thought they was trying to make it for the 7th. Well, I've
Yeah.
been listening to the damn boxing voice and shit. And Next Gibb don't be knowing shit. He just be putting shit out there. You know what I'm saying? He don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully, I see him. I'm seeing Keith Thurman working hard. You know what I'm saying? Really trying to make weight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think he'll retire too. I got people sending me messages and stuff. Yeah, I think he'll retire too.
Yeah. EJ
Talking
gonna
about
retire him real proper.
that's why he never gonna get in the ring with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't want to be embarrassed. All the shit he done talk, he got to back it up. He know that. I'm sorry, my damn comment section, that shit is just frozen, bro. Let me see if I can switch over again. This shit won't even let me switch up. There it is, moved. So something done happened to my internet. Let me see. Undisputed lightweight champ. Okay, look like it's trying to loosen up. Let's see. I don't know. I never experienced this shit here. But yeah, man.
I don't know how Thurman gonna win this. Well, shit. Damn. You think he got a chance?
Yeah, he got a puncher's chance. Anybody could get caught. Anybody could get caught in boxing, bro.
Right.
Anybody could get caught in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could win. He wouldn't need he wouldn't even be relevant if he didn't have a chance to win. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget Keith Thurman, saying he was unified in the division. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Much as I don't like the fuck shit that he did, you know what I'm saying? He still is a top fighter, right? You know what I'm saying? He's not active enough to stay sharp. He never stayed active enough. So he just come grab a little money from, a couple of tune-ups and then he hauled ass. Not even a couple of tune-ups, just one. He came back and fought Josecito Lopez, and then he was out. He came back and fought Mario Barrios, then he was out. That's not enough to stay sharp. And
That's
that's
what I'm
with all
saying.
these fighters. I'm trying to get this damn comment section to flow. Let me see. My shit just dragging. Let me see. Yeah, so that's what it is, man. If he let me see, it's jumping. Yeah, see, if he stayed fighting and shit, man, he'd be all right. You know what I'm saying? But the nigga he don't do it. He just get him a little bit of money here and there and he get the hell on. Let me see, that's his problem, and he fighting an active EJ. So I think EJ looks his best when he stays active. And so
And
he
he
gonna go in
fighting a
there.
pissed off EJ. You
Yeah.
don't want a pissed off EJ.
Well, pretty much, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look at all the shit he done been through with Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who backed out the deal. I wouldn't want to be that first nigga that had to fight EJ.
That's what I'm
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
He finna fuck Thurman up.
Let me see. I'm trying to move my internet over, man, because all right. I think I switched over.
You think Thurman took that Pacquiao fight serious? Who?
Yeah, I'm trying to goddamn switch over on this damn internet because the other one dragging. Let's see, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I'm trying to switch over on this internet. Let's see, because that shit has got me all fucked up here. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, my shit working now. Okay, I had to put it on my phone internet. Let's see.
But I was
So
asking, you think Thurman took that Pacquiao fight serious?
wait, no, I don't think he did. I think he. See, Keith is a smart nigga. He was gambling that night. I'm saying I don't know if
Damn.
he just just don't know if he underestimated Pacquiao. If he he took Pacquiao extremely lightly or was some kind of calculated move to have an excuse in case he lost. Because he was out there. Because Adrian Bronner said he had to tell Keith to go home. He was eating ice cream and all kind of dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? The night before the fight. And if you remember the build up, he was going home. You know what I'm saying? Had to wake up. He didn't get much sleep that night. I was like, what is he doing? Don't he know he fighting Pacquiao? You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao ain't I mean, he old, but he's still, Pacquiao. So he really wasn't taking him seriously. And so, he was sleep deprived and everything when he went out there, thinking he could just beat Pacquiao like on some bullshit. And he's still a professional, and he went out there and he lost. And I think he was cool with that, I forgot how much he got paid, but had to be his highest payday. And it just is what it is, So Hosanna says, yeah, retire. He said, then come back like he never ducked. Mm-hmm. And Mr. AM, that's some shit. Is that Mr. AMG says,
Right.
what's sad about that? He says Terrence had all of us fooled for so long, for a long time. Yeah.
Nah, he ain't had me fooled. He ain't had me. I knew he was smoking mirrors.
That's what EJ said to his face. You know what I'm saying? He said, you smoking mirrors,
He had his
man.
fans fooled.
That's what he went to Bob's face and and right in front of him, he said, you smoking mirrors, bro. And the reason he said that, a lot of people don't understand this because they already knew what EJ wanted for that 60-40 deal and shit. And they wasn't trying to entertain that shit. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't entertaining. See, there's a lot of information that's out here and they just dismiss it trying to protect Terrence Crawford's reputation. So that's how we knew that Terrence Crawford was kind of on some bullshit. That he never really wanted to fight that man straight up and down. But he got this damn propaganda team. He got that fucking propaganda team out there, you know what I'm saying, and burning the box and all them motherfuckers. They always spreading fake ass shit about the fight, right? About who?
If he would have told, you're right. But if he would have told everybody he needed a tune-up, that would have been understandable. But he just came out of nowhere with this bullshit, bro. And then like he told everybody he agreed to everything. Like, what the fuck is he doing?
Shit, the man don't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you're gonna talk your shit. You're gonna pop your shit, you know what I'm saying? It's low because you got people that's still out here that believe in you. So you got to keep that going if you want to sell some fights. If you want to get some fights, if you want to still make some millions, you can't just come out and say, man, I'm not gonna fight Errol Spence Jr. No, you got to still talk your shit, right? I mean, you still got to convince everybody, That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's no surprise that this nigga is a fraud. Not people who've been looking at him sideways since he went back to top rank. We've been waiting for this nigga to pan out for years. We've been waiting for him to pan out for years to get in there and fight somebody real. Why you think Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman couldn't make a deal with him? If they couldn't make a deal with Terrence Crawford, it's no surprise that he can't make a deal with EJ.
Full facts.
Right.
Facts.
Everybody pricing themselves out. You know, so there's always something. When anytime it comes to fighting the top welterweight, there's always a problem. Like you know,
Him and
everybody
Sean
ain't.
Porter, his best friend, they had to go to a purse bid.
Yeah, you know,
I
and Bob
fucking like,
start telling. Bob got tired of his ass and start telling the shit. Like this nigga don't want to fight nobody, bro. It's like it just is what it is. He don't. You know, I can't get him to sign that. He didn't sign with Manny Pacquiao. Well, who the hell do you want to fight? I mean, who do you want
cool.
to fight?
Did he win that? Did Bud win that lawsuit or like what
No,
happened
that
about
shit
that
went
shit?
away.
Like,
They dropped that shit. That shit. Bob got
what
that
the
shit thrown
fuck?
out. He got that shit thrown out. Yeah, they ain't pursue that shit. That shit. See, that shit is smoke and mirrors. You know, everything is a publicity stunt with this dude. Everything is a publicity stunt.
He pump faking and shit.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So how many times can a motherfucker pump fake before you know when he get the ball, you know what he gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Once you see a motherfucker
Facts.
moves and you see a motherfucker pattern, then you know you on the court, you see like, oh, he gonna pump fake 5 times. You know what I'm saying? That's all he doing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we can't believe we can't depend on Terrence Crawford. He don't stand on nothing. His fans don't stand on nothing. You know what I'm saying? They're all about capping and lying and pump faking. That's why you can't argue with them niggas. You know, because they always gonna say some silly ass shit.
You know what's crazy? EJ did this. The whole world been calling him a duck. Even
Of course.
EJ own fans, cause we got integrity.
That's yeah. You know, but when you hate the PBC the way they hate the PBC, I have never heard in my life of hating a damn promotional company before these two
Right?
got into it.
They put on the
I've
best
never
fights.
well fight somebody, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That you know, I don't understand. You know, if you I guess if you don't fight the best people who they want you to fight, they're not gonna like you. Yeah, 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 that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. And so don't come up here acting like you some kind of victim. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know why motherfuckers are looking at you crazy because you're not fighting nobody, bro. And once you start doing that, and the funny thing is, this is the crazy thing about boxing fans. If you was to fight Jaron Ennis, they would forgive all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? If he was to fight Jaron Ennis right now, or if he was to fight Virgil, he don't even have to fight Jaron Ennis. He could fight Virgil Ortiz. He could fight Virgil
Right?
Ortiz, and everybody would forgive him, right? They will forgive
Yeah.
him. It'll be all good in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Because they say, okay, he found his balls for a minute there. You know, because it's hard to fight at a high level. This is why they deserve so much respect. Because it's hard to fight at a hard level for a long period of time. And EJ has done that. Terrence Crawford has not. But you know, you got to keep your mental together. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep, you know what I'm saying, your work ethic together. It's a lot of shit you got to do to maintain and stay on top. So that's why you deserve a lot of respect when you're on the top. It's because you got to do a lot to stay on the top. And Terrence Crawford, he's not doing that. You know, say he's reneging on the deal, right? You know, he's reneging on they supposed to be
Yeah.
meeting up and fighting. I bet you $1 million. Well, if you gonna bet this man $1 million, you gonna beat him. Where you
Right.
at? It's like where you at? It's time to put up or shut up.
Capping and shit.
Right. It's like you know, I think y'all have talked enough, and I think it's time to find out who's the best welterweight today. You know what I'm saying? So that's why everybody upset. They act like they don't understand, you know what I'm saying, why it's about the bag now. You know what I'm saying? Why it's about, you know, the health, generational health now. You know what I'm saying? No, nigga, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that when you were selling out. Now that you got a little easy bag, you can go grab and you don't have to, you know, face this man. You know what I'm saying? We'll just fight that down the road. But you've been waiting 4 years, bro. You've been waiting 4 or
He
5 years
still
to get
think he's
your hand.
right, Pooh. He
Yeah,
still think
yeah.
he's the A side.
Man, this nigga don't think he the A side. He just wanna be the A side. He want people to think he the A side. He want to use that belt to control the situation, but he don't want to go through with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Like a baby
kind
mama. Like,
well, it's kind of like
like,
when you got a badass fiance, right? You got a badass fiance, and she want to get married, and she want to, you looking forward to the shit, but you ain't. You know what I'm saying? You want everybody to come to the wedding and see you all dressed up and see how beautiful your soon to be wife is, but you really don't want to get married. You don't really niggas don't really want to
right.
get married. Just like women, they want the wedding, but they don't really want to. They don't want the control. They don't want motherfuckers to tell them what to do. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to behave. You know what I'm saying? They just want the party. You know what I'm saying? So he just want the clout of the
Yeah.
situation. You know what I'm saying? He don't care about the actual fight. He just want motherfuckers to think that he could beat Errol Spence Jr. He don't want to actually go in there and prove it because he know EJ gonna knock his fucking eyes out. EJ ain't playing no motherfucking games. He don't care about what he talking about. He don't care about all the hype around the fight. He just want to go in there and knock out Terrence's eyes. As Hosanna says, but the type to try to come up with a fraudulent draft to put. I said that. I swear to God, I said that. Hosanna. I said that nigga will come up with a fake ass shit in a minute. Of course, EJ them will come out with some and show you the real shit. And what's going on, Bruce? Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. He said he was like 50-1 when he beat Leonard. Yeah. He says Bruce go way back. He with me and shit. Me and Bruce go like way back in this boxing shit. He says 71. He says Duran fought Leonard when Duran fought Leonard, 7-1 when Duran fought Leonard. Yeah, Duran had he fought a lot of goddamn fights. And even when the nigga was like 37, man, he beat Ivan Barkley, bro. And if y'all don't know who Ivan Barkley is, that motherfucker was a beast. That nigga was like a nigga caveman, saying, who beat Tommy Hearns. Of course, Tommy Hearns had moved. I think he had moved up, but Ivan Barkley, man, he was a beast. Just a physical nightmare for anybody. I mean, that dude. I mean, he had his eyebrows and his whole orbital bones just hung over his eyes and shit. I was like, that dude was scary looking, and he had power too. He just didn't have the boxing IQ, you know what I'm saying, of a Duran. And Duran got the decision, on him. He knocked him down. He knocked down Ivan Barkley too. Vincent, ask how you say that? Asking something like that. He says, Bud thinks he's playing chess by force. He said, EJ to keep going through the fire to make his road to undisputed easy as possible. Shaking my head. He's truly the Duck King. Man, I couldn't say that. I couldn't have broke that down no better, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he don't care about looking weak in these streets. You know what I'm saying? The other champion, you're supposed to lock up the division. That told everybody right there that you're not the champion you're supposed to be. When Ugas had the WBA, just hanging out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to go over there and grab that belt, and before EJ got it, and you wasn't trying to do that. So it showed weakness. That was your first. That was one of your first, exposure, I guess, to weakness. You didn't try to go get that belt. You just sat there on the WBO, and you waited for EJ to lock up the division. And this is something that Terrence Crawford didn't understand. That this EJ was getting his experience in. Hold on, let me mute you, bro, because you got a lot of background. Hold on. He was gaining experience. He was gaining championship experience. See, he allowed EJ to go get that experience. You know what I'm saying? So now he's levels above Terrence Crawford. He's levels above Terrence Crawford because of that experience. He went to Kell Brook. He went out of the country. Said to this man country, a tough ass welterweight, heavy, strong welterweight, and he went in there and he battled, physically, blow for blow, and he backed him down, beat him to the body, dug deep. So that was an experience where he, had to deal with the jab, Kell Brook jab, had to persevere. You know what I'm saying? Took him places where he never been before. So he got that experience in the bag. So he went over to fight Sean Porter, a motherfucker trained up. You know what I'm saying? Made him dig deep. You know what I'm saying? He had to deal with the relentlessness of Sean Porter at the best of his game. A Sean Porter who was willing to die in the ring. You know what I'm saying? That kept coming. You know what I'm saying? Every minute of that round, Sean Porter came at him. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no breaks. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to out EJ. You know what I'm saying? EJ dug deep, got in there, fought him. You know what I'm saying? Negated what he did best. You know what I'm saying? Got down low. You know what I'm saying? And fought him toe to toe. So he got that experience, more confidence in his abilities. Right? Didn't even do strength and conditioning. He didn't do nothing for that fight, and beat Sean Porter. Dropped him. You know what I'm saying? In the late rounds. You know, had to dig deep. Did it. Got that experience. Another championship belt. So now he's got the IBF, he's got the WBC. Okay, then he goes get into a car accident, all fucked up, depressed, had to build himself back up, had to learn how to walk and talk. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know about the talking part, but he was fucked up. So he said he didn't do any physical therapy training. He did it all on his own. Come back and fought another, former champion in Danny Garcia, right? And somebody who can knock your ass out with a no look left hook, right? Top of the division guy. You know what I'm saying? Beat him, you know what I'm saying, soundly. You know what I'm saying? He got that experience, you know what I'm saying? A counter puncher. And Danny Garcia, you know what I'm saying, who is pretty got a pretty high boxing IQ, but he's just limited in certain things that he can do offensively. And I think that's the ultimate counter puncher. And Danny Garcia and Udanis Ugas, both great counter punchers, right? So he got a counter puncher that moves away, and he got a counter puncher that comes forward. You know what I'm saying? And Udanis Ugas, all Ugas does is step back so he can stay in range and break you down. You know what I'm saying? So he got all that goddamn experience, um, while Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying, was chilling. You know what I'm saying? He got all that experience while he was chilling, right? And he that was his opportunity. When Errol Spence Jr. was fighting Mikey Garcia, it was his opportunity to jump on EJ when he was down. And now he missed his shot. He missed his spot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he went to the Danny Garcia fight, but he didn't go to the Udanis Ugas fight. So he was losing interest, you know what I'm saying? Because EJ was looking better. He was looking like he was getting back on top of his game. Now he don't want to fight this EJ that's on top of his game. So we looking at the timelines, and you can see where Terrence Crawford just ain't with the shits, man. He just ain't with it. He just ain't with it. What's going on, Hustler Holmes? What's happening, bro?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? So did you see the news this morning?
What news?
Where Terrence Crawford, the WBO, has moved up Jaron Boots Ennis is Terrence Crawford mandatory, right? So
Yeah.
he's going to be forced next year. You know what I'm saying, to fight either EJ or Jaron Boots Ennis. What will he do?
That nigga gonna retire like I always thought he was gonna do.
So you're another one who think he's going to retire. You don't think he's going to find the eye of the tiger somehow?
He gonna fight EJ.
You think he is? You think so?
100%. He gonna fight for the money. The nigga want the money. People, all right. Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, in my opinion. Let me start off by saying that Terrence Crawford at this age don't care about nothing but money. Matter of fact, Terrence Crawford didn't care about nothing but money ever since he went to the 147-pound division. His whole resume at 147 is a money grab. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no us boxer fans. Like, we gotta come to the conclusion that the guys that are looking for this thing called legacy is the fighters that we should hold to the highest. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't hold fighters like Terrence Crawford and Gervonta Tank Davis that high because they're not fan fighters. They're not legacy fighters. Legacy fighters are for the fans. All them other niggas is for themselves. I mean, you know, that's how I feel. It don't bother me though, because I don't go to work to please my boss. I go to work to get money.
Yeah, but boxing, you know, it's a sport too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, it's a sport. I know they prize fighters, but it's a sport too.
Yeah, but do you care what Anthony
And we gotta
Davis
get-
do? Do you care what Anthony Davis do when he ain't in the Lakers lineup?
Nope,
Well, why you care about what Bud do?
because he's WBO champion. Because
He's the WBO
because-
belt holder. Nobody cares. Like, listen, I'm gonna say it like this. He gonna freeze the division. I'm so tired of Terrence Crawford, bro. Like, I'm just totally exhausted. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired of this man, bro. I just want him to. Maybe I just got in the back of my head because I'm a fucking huge Terrence Crawford fan, and I'm so disappointed in this man, bro. Like, I don't know how other people just hold on to the romanticized figure they called Terrence Crawford, because if you put his resume under a microscope, he is a built character, bro. He is not pound for pound fighter. He never has been. At what point in time did Terrence Bud Crawford become number one pound for pound? I always ask this question. Nobody never can answer it. Who
you
did
mean
he
at
beat?
one at
Yeah.
147?
Yeah.
Well-
No, not even at 140, right?
Mhm.
Even at 140, where he was sucking down, weight bullying, B-level fighters. Who did he beat at 140, even though he was undisputed? Because we got to keep in mind, Devin Haney is undisputed. He didn't go to number one pound for pound. Jamel Charlo, who arguably has a top 3 resume in boxing, don't even make it on the pound for pound list. So there, I raised the question again: at what point, who did Terrence Crawford beat to become number one pound for pound? I think this is a media trick to use Errol Spence's name to push Bob Arum black fighter forward, because it's been a notorious thing that Bob Arum don't do well with bringing up black fighters. You know what I'm saying? So this is the whole thing. It's like Ryan Garcia. Bud Crawford is to Errol Spence that Ryan is as to Ryan Garcia is to Tank Davis. This is this nigga's coattail, bro.
I agree. I mean, but you know, they put him up there just like they put Lomachenko over motherfuckers. What
Yeah.
did Lomachenko do? You know, it's a imaginary list. You know,
I
what I'm saying?
never understood
it's
that,
a
bro.
popularity. It's more of a popularity list now.
Is it
You know what I'm saying?
popularity? Because those guys aren't even popular, bro. All right,
I'm talking about to the companies, you know, whoever the system back you, like if you backed by a big entity, you know what I'm saying? They like ESPN got their own pound for pound list. Everybody got their own pound for pound list, you know what I'm saying? They put them on there. You know, Monster Inouye, he never leaves the pound for pound list. Lomachenko never leaves the pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's about popularity at those companies, who they trying to push as pound for pound. Because it's imaginary list.
Because those guys truly aren't popular. Like think about Ryan Garcia, right? If Ryan Garcia could convert 1% of his so-called social media fans, he'd have 90,000 motherfucking boxer fans, and that's only 1% of his social media fans. And people is trying to tell me that shit is real. Like Jake Paul, like look at Jake Paul is a social media star turned boxer, and look, he cannot fail because of his social media following. And then and you're gonna sit right here and look at everybody's face and say Ryan Garcia is a big social media star, but he can't get 1% of his fans to buy pay-per-views. They haven't even. It's so bad that people forget that fucking Ryan Garcia versus Tago was a pay-per-view. People forgot that. People forgot that there was a $39.99 pay-per-view. That's how
You talking
bad
about
it is.
George Jefferson? That's who he looked like. He looked like George Jefferson.
Right.
I said, yeah, nigga had a ball spot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Like
saying? It's like
said,
you mhm.
some guy on Twitter today sent me a message saying like Devin Haney only made $400 on the undisputed champ. Kind of hating because I was like, why is Tank? Because I was answering the question, why is Tank and Ryan Garcia a big fight? And I was like, truthfully, Tank, like, and I don't know if that's a big fight because what are you looking for in that fight? Like, are you looking for them to sell 500,000 pay-per-views? Do you think Tank versus Ryan could sell 500,000 pay-per-views? Because if he sell 375, he's doing the same exact shit he was against nobody. You know what I'm saying? He was already selling out venues. So then you gotta look. The only thing you can actually gauge the Ryan Garcia Tank fight is off their pay-per-view numbers. And in order for you to say that Ryan Garcia did significantly well, this fight has to be 500,000 pay-per-views. If not, was the Tank show as usual.
Well, I think what it is certain people, because all of a sudden everybody's pushing Ryan Garcia. There's a swell of support for Ryan Garcia, even though he's done all this weird, crazy stuff in boxing, faking fights and pulling out of fights. So there's been a swell for Ryan Garcia, and I don't understand it. I mean, yeah, I see the kid got some ability, but he's never shown that he's serious. Now he had a couple of fights in Javier Tuna and this Togo guy, but I don't think that's enough to like really convince everybody that he's that dude. You know what I'm saying? So to me, he would have to fight, saying somebody a little bit more credible. Saying why did fight a Jorge Linares or fight a Jojo Diaz or fight somebody who's young enough to give him some trouble in the ring. I thought Luke Campbell, I didn't think that was a big. I think he got to Luke Campbell before Devin could. Saying get to Luke Campbell. So he's not. He's always been like protected. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't understand. How they put the machine behind him, and he hasn't proven nothing. And he just don't seem like he's going to be a real champion. I don't see him beating Tank. I don't see how it's so big. You know what I'm saying? I know they keep talking about that fake ass Instagram following, but that shit ain't shit, bro. Like you said, that shit has not turned into any pay-per-view sales. You know what I'm saying?
Not even 1%.
Well, I mean, I think his last fight did pretty good or something like that. So they're trying to anytime
his last fight went over $1 million at the gate. It was like $1.2 million gate.
Right. So that's what they're gonna hang their hat on. Any success that he has, they're gonna, they're gonna exaggerate that shit to 10 folds. Oh my God, he did $1 million gate. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia is in control of the lightweight division, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like they want to make this kid a star. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's because, how he look, or they just think he's marketable or what it is, but certain people they do want to make a star.
Yeah, that just shows a Tank, in my opinion, Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia just shows how good of promoters Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya could actually be. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If they could pull the wool over people's head with these guys, just imagine if they had a guy that they wasn't afraid to just throw in the ring that could really fight. Imagine if a fighter like Boots Ennis had that machine behind them like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all that shows me. That shows me if they wanted to, they could be amazing promoters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But you know, I love boxing though, bro. Like, I just feel like Tank Davis kind of let me down. Like, that's why I ain't even like. I made a video saying people that I think they was gonna put him in the ring with. You know, I knew it was gonna be like. I thought it was gonna be a number 6 in I forget the guy's name, Corrales, but they picked some guy from 130, man, and like the Tank fans is like, oh, this is a good fight. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. We can't come on. Like, this is how low, like we are this low hanging fruit picking with Tank. Like this low. It's so crazy how quiet Devin Haney has the 135-pound division, bro. Them boys ain't saying nothing. They don't even say D words.
I tell you what, though, I will give Tank credit for fighting Hector Garcia. I think Hector Garcia is a solid fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's not just a pushover. I think he's a name, you know what I'm saying, that could give, you know what I'm saying, Tank some trouble and it'd be another good way to measure, you know what I'm saying, how he's gonna do against better competition. Hector Garcia is a tough dude, you know, with a good amateur background. I liked how he fought Chris Colbert, knocked his ass over. And he is no nonsense dude. And I think Tank will beat somebody like that. I think he'll be able to catch him, but I think he's gonna be able to put Tank in some situations where you got to think himself out of it. I think he got the athletic ability over Garcia. But I think it's a good fight. I think it's a good, solid fight that you could give him credit for.
Well, me personally, he's a good, solid fight at 130 pounds. He's not a good, solid fight for his first fight at 135 to be fucking Javon Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You know? I get it. He's a solid fighter, but Tank is supposed to be better than a solid fighter. You feel me? Tank is supposed to be the top creme de la creme of fighters. A solid fighter is for like a Ryan Garcia to prove himself. We talking about the guy. We talking about the Tank Davis here. Tank is supposed to be in a position.
But what make Tank the guy though? Besides him making money,
the promotional. That's what I'm saying. The promotion of Tank Davis. Not we know who the real man is. The real man is Devin Haney. Voldemort, the name who won't be said. You feel me?
Well, to me, I think they still proving themselves, you know what I'm saying, a little bit here. Because, you know, they haven't had the marquee names, you know what I'm saying?
And there's really names.
Right. But what I'm saying is they got to fight each other. They got to fight each other. You know what I'm saying?
They got to fight Devin. That's who they got to fight.
You know, it's the same with Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He's got to fight the names up there at 147.
Yo,
you can't just
imagine. Big dog, did you realize that like we called the golden era of 147 pounds, we included Terrence Crawford. He fought none of them niggas.
Right. That's what I keep trying to. I mean, for the life of me, Hustler Holmes, I don't understand why it's so difficult for these guys to not understand that. It's like, what do they, you know, I'm like sitting up, it's like talking to toddlers or something. When you talk about, it's like they teenage, you know, got a teenage crush on this dude. I said, this dude got to go in here. He got to. I like, dude, you can't just have a crush on his fighting style, bro. You know, Ali had a pretty fighting style, but he went in there and fought the best. You know, this dude hasn't fought anybody at the top of it, except for faded past people stepping out the division. Right? They say the same. I heard people saying the same thing about EJ, saying he fought. I'm like, bro, do you watch boxing? You know, do you watch boxing? You know, when he fought Kell Brook, he wasn't past his prime, bro. You know what I'm saying? When he fought Sean Porter, he wasn't past his prime. You know, Danny Garcia, same thing. Uga, same thing. So, you know, they just keep making up weird, you know, talking points. You know what I'm saying? Just to tear down EJ career, but you can't. I mean, the man shit speak for itself. You know? So, you know, Terrence Crawford, he hadn't done none of that. But yet they want to support this dude over EJ for some reason. You know, it just don't make no sense. I say King Joe says, let me read some of these comments. Uh, Tremaine Smith says, Bud is in a place where he realized he's old and missing a step. He said, that's what I say, bro. He said, but he's trying to keep it a secret so he won't get exposed. I say the same thing. I say this shit all the time. I said, y'all don't understand, man. Father Time is undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Father Time is undefeated. You know, it defeated, you know what I'm saying? It's defeating Lomachenko. It's defeating Roy Jones Jr. You know what I'm saying? It defeated a lot of great fighters. It defeated Ali. Father Time is going to tear your ass down, especially if you're not the most active fighter. See, you could get by, you know what I'm saying, if you're a fanatic like
Floyd.
like Floyd. Floyd is a fucking fanatic. This nigga, you know, he trains even when he's playing, he's training.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It takes a crazy nigga to do something like that. That just nigga running home from the club in boots. You know what I'm saying?
Look, he spent his last watching like people party. Like it's so crazy, like how disciplined that man was. Like that.
Right. Well, he did that to throw people off. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of shit to throw people off. Like he was that one video where he was eating a McDonald's hamburger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He want people to think he eat like that every day. Nah. That nigga here, I'm gonna go to my favorite restaurant where I eat McDonald's and fries. And go over there. And people think, okay, well, I can do it, I can do it. No, you can't.
No, you can't. That nigga, he lift his shirt up. This nigga 6-pack looked like it was painted on. That nigga don't eat no goddamn McDonald's.
I mean, think about it. This nigga is 45 years old and he's still jumping around the ring.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Still jumping around the ring. Grown Man Boxer says, Holland World Art says, I trained at Connie's gym, who was Iran's, he says, early coach. He says, back in the 80s, you brought back something good. He said, memory, bro. Oh, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember my fighters back there. Because, see, they had journeymen. It was a lot of journeymen that could have been champions in this era back then. So, you know, that's why Boots is flying through the division, because they don't have any real journeymen like they did back in the day. So those guys were so good because even the no-name dudes could be contenders for a belt. So you had to go through hell and high water, and you had to be careful because some of them dudes, you know what I'm saying, you come across like a Emmanuel Augustus could derail your career. Shit, Floyd had to fight for his life in that fight. You know what I'm saying? He had to fight for his life.
Ain't that crazy though? Like he had a harder time with Augustus than he had with like Julio Cesar Chavez. I mean, no, not Julio Cesar Chavez. Juan Manuel Marquez. He had a harder time with Augustus than Marquez.
Mm-hmm. See, and so you know you got to look at boxing like that. It ain't just the name value. You know what I'm saying? Like Ryan Garcia can't just say, you know what I'm saying, shit, I'm good now. No, you got to fight some dudes, bro. You know what I'm saying? See, and that's the problem, is that they putting so much promotion, you know, behind people like Terrence Crawford, and they hype them up, and then all of a sudden you think they way up here, but they still got work to do to get better, to keep the edge. You know what I'm saying? They still got work to do. They still got to fight the fights, and these fans are not allowing them to do that. They're allowing them to cruise on hype and promotional shit. You know, calling them pound for pound number one. That's not real. Well, why the hardcore boxing fans I say, man, you got to get in there with so and so. You got to get in there. You got to get in there with Keith Thurman. You got to get in there with Danny Garcia. You got to get in there against somebody. And you know, and it's fan. Go ahead.
Yeah, but a lot of hardcore fans are folding, bro. Well, that's the thing that gets me. Like I've heard like astute boxing, knowledgeable people, highly knowledgeable people defending like Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? People that. You know, I done got blocked from a channel because I called out that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my favorite channels done blocked me because I called that bullshit out. You know, like nigga, no, that nigga still ain't fought nobody, bro. That man fought Javier Fortuna. Never mind, man. I don't even care.
Yeah, I mean, but you're right. You know what I'm saying? People rather pretend, you know what I'm saying, because they like a fighter. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to shit. They don't want to tell the reality of what they got to do in the ring.
Yeah.
It,
I
you know what I'm
love
saying?
Bud, but he ducks. He's ducking. This fight is ducking, bro.
Well, it's just like when people talk about Canelo career, right? Yeah, did he fight some good guys? Yeah, at the end of their career. But tell me the time. Why didn't he run it back with Laura? Why didn't he run back his controversial wins, except for with Triple G, somebody who he knew he could get by on with skill. You know what I'm saying? He still haven't fought the athletic dudes. You know what I'm saying? He stayed away from Demetrius Andrade, right? He stayed away from Jamel at 34 and Jamal. People say, oh, he came back later. No, the motherfucker was ducking. He's ducking those kind of fighters with power and athletic ability.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what are you talking about? Why are we pretending, bro? Why is that so hard to say? And he built himself to become a star off fights he knew he could win. And he didn't really blow out nobody. That was 50-50. He never blew out nobody. You know what I'm saying? Even an old ass Triple G gave him trouble.
This
Triple G,
man,
oh,
then like he's another media creation, bro. Like,
right.
and that's like it just, man, and for me to just talk like this, I was a fan of these guys though. Like, I was a fan of Canelo. I was a fan of Triple G. I was a fan of Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? I was a fan of dang on Terrence Crawford. I still am a fan of these guys in the ring, their actual fighting ability. But the reality is they are media creations, bro. Triple G is an outright media creation. These niggas talking about he beat Danny Jacobs. And then when did Danny Jacobs get on the top of people's list, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, when did Danny Jacobs be this guy? Danny Jacobs is good, you know.
Oh, he became that guy when he started looking bad. When he started getting on the when he got on the they wouldn't talk about no Danny Jacobs when he was still motherfucker whipping ass and he was still looking good, he was still quick and he still had power. They wasn't fucking with Danny Jacobs. That's why I call Canelo a buzzard. He's a vulture. He's looking for when you slow down, like when he fought Kovalev. He wasn't fighting the crusher. You know what I'm saying? He just took a payday to get out of debt. The crusher was fucked up. He had that lawsuits and he had the charges when he beat up that lady dog, and you know what I'm saying. So he had to like really he needed that fight from Canelo. You know what I'm saying. And if you watch that fight, it looked like bullshit.
That
You know what I'm
fight
saying?
did look crazy.
That fight looked like bullshit, bro. I mean, a lot of those Canelo fights look like bullshit. It's like, thank you for the payday. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead. They sold him belts. He fought his sparring partner for 2 belts. Right.
That was crazy, bro. That was crazy.
He fought a sparring partner for 2 belts. So it's all bullshit. And everybody's pretending like this guy is so, like he on a whole nother level. Like, that nigga don't just be boxing. You know what I'm saying? That nigga is using some kind of, some kind of magical boxing or some shit. Like, no, nigga, he just an average fighter. And Bivol showed you that this nigga was just a regular dude,
Regular as hell, bro.
Right.
Regular, bro.
I mean,
UK fighters have notoriously been C and B class fighters, bro. Notoriously. Bro, like, and then like you see Canelo just mosey on to the pink toe slaughter. This nigga legit waited to David Benavidez vacate his belt to goddamn scoop that shit like that. The way he moved was so slimy, and everybody the crowd goes wild. I was like, what in the
hell? Right. And they act like, hey, that's Canelo. He do what the hell he want to do. Now, everybody.
Canelo. I don't even know why Canelo ducking Benavidez.
Well, check this out. Everybody else got to fight. They got to fight somebody except for Canelo. He get to fight John Ryder. He gets to fight Fielding. It don't matter. Canelo get to do what he want to do. Everybody else got to fight somebody, right? Everybody else got to do the regular boxing traditional shit, except for Canelo. He got when they created that belt for him. You already knew the game was rigged. You know what I'm saying? When they made that franchise title, you already saw what it was. The WBC, they kept giving David Benavidez what you call it, eliminators, WBC eliminators. I think he done fought like 3 of those motherfuckers. I guess, there's like that. They're not going to allow David Benavidez to expose Canelo. They're not going to allow anybody to expose him, and his fans are going to keep capping, for Canelo, and they're going to keep capping for Terrence Crawford.
You think David Benavidez can beat Canelo?
Hell yeah, I think he'll beat the shit out of Canelo. I think everybody know, cause see Bivol destroyed that mystique of him being some kind of magical high IQ type motherfucker, right? That he's on some kind of another level. Bivol just went in there with some basic ass boxing and beat this dude. You know what I'm saying? So he underestimated Bivol. Now his mystique is broken. He ain't gonna fight nobody else. Just like Crawford. Everybody see past, he ain't that bad motherfucker. So everybody know it now. So now he's gonna fight David Avenesian. He ain't gonna fight nobody above David Avenesian now, because nobody believes that shit. Nobody believes he's the best in the division no more. His bubble has been busted. He has been exposed for who he is. A nigga that just be clout chasing and never really had a 50-50 fight. And that's how he gonna go out. That's how the nigga gonna go out.
For argument's sake, let's say that Canelo actually fights Benavidez, right? What do you think Benavidez can do to beat Canelo? Do he win by points, or he got to knock Canelo out? I don't get it. I don't get what Benavidez could do to beat Canelo.
You don't get it. Shit, no. That kid could throw 100 punches around. His activity.
Can two niggas that can't throw punches.
No, he could throw. He's big enough. He's big enough to be a light heavyweight.
Yeah.
So he's durable enough to take.
Hold on. My daughter need my help. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. So he's durable enough to take what Canelo dish out. He's big enough to absorb that shit and come back with his own. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be intimidated like all other fighters. He's going to dig in Canelo ass like he's just another fighter, and that's half the battle right there. Not going there as an opponent. He's going there as a champion. He's going there as a dude that ducked the champion, the best fighter at 168. That's what he's going in there as. He's not going in there with the opponent mindset. He's not going in there to take a payday, a big pay. Well, he's going in there to get the money, but he's not going in there thankful and just to lay down for Canelo. And that's most of the battle right there, because Canelo only good for a few rounds before he get tired. He fights in spurts. He don't fight 3 minutes every round. He fights in spurts, and they give it to him. Even when he lose the round, Canelo win the round if he land a couple of shots. So, you fighting against the politics of Canelo when you're in the ring with him. But David Benavidez, he throws so many damn punches. So he comes forward so much that the only way he could lose this fight is if he don't make it. He don't beat him. In a clear fashion, and that's not going to happen because his style, the way Benavidez come at you, bro, he's coming to put hands on you, hands and feet. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to wipe his feet off on you after you get done. And they don't want to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't want to fight David Benavidez, because he's nasty. You know what I'm saying? Nigga is straight nasty with it. It's straight nasty with it. Let me see. My man, Trayman Smith says, he says, Bud is going to fight EJ on social media and only for a retirement bag. I think so. You know what I'm saying? I think so too. Grown Man Boxer says, ma'am, he says, my uncle was managed at one time by Joe Louis. Back in the day, he said, I never knew Joe managed until after my uncle died. He said, and the family gave me his memoirs. That's awesome, man. Joe Louis, man, he seemed like he was a pretty cool dude. And Calvin Ringo said, bro, I do not know that Rolly was going up to 140. Yeah, they're trying to set him up with all kind of fights and stuff. There's people calling out Rolly everywhere. I don't know how the hell you become a star, by getting knocked the hell out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But now, you got, these dudes losing and becoming stars, Elijah says, Crawford's in trouble. He said, Boots and Stanion is coming for him. Exactly. Standing on this, that's gonna be a good fight with him and Virgil Ortiz. That's gonna be a damn good fight. Wilton Henry says he says Juan Rodan, the Beast Mugabe, etc. Yeah, they were fucking monsters, bro. That's why Sugar Ray wanted to fight him after that John Mugabe fight, because he took so much damn damage and punishment in that fight. So that's why he wanted to fight him after that. Elijah, he says Virgil Ortiz coming. Say he should have fought Spence. That fight there, Virgil and Boots, they're kind of in the same class. EJ, what I'm saying, he's kind of in the middle because he came up behind Keith Thurman them, so he's still trying to finish off that class, and that's kind of why this Keith Thurman fight is kind of pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Because Keith Thurman, he can't, he's part of that group right behind Floyd Mayweather and all them guys, Paula Malignaggi and them guys. When they went on, it was Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, so he got to clean up all that. So that's why I don't mind this Keith Thurman fight, because Keith Thurman never really been beaten by anybody else besides Manny Pacquiao. And I could see, I could see Boots and EJ getting it on for this WBO if Terrence Crawford vacated. You know what I'm saying? So, which I think he will do. I think he will do. He said 52 Blocks says 52 Blocks Boxing Network. He said I knew Bud was a duck. Excuse me. I knew Bud was a duck when he first went to Top Rank, ducking the PBC fighter. So I'm not surprised. That gave us our first. That gave us our first idea of what he was going to do at 147. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was disappointed, and we were confused. We was confused. You was like, man, what? It's like, how you gonna prove you the best, bro, if it ain't no welterweights over at Top Rank? And we just had to, like, how you had to, look at the reality of the situation and accept it. And then that's when we start seeing all that hatred toward the PPC, when this nigga stayed at Top Rank. So what's going on, Harlem World Art? He says grown man boxing, stay strong. He says stay strong in spirit, brother. He said always amazed at how connected the sports is to personal family, lineage, memories, etc. Yes, sir. 52 Blocks Boxing Network says Crawford didn't just duck Errol Spence Jr., he ducked the whole PBC again. But see, he don't have Top Rank to hide behind no more. And Bob had been dropping gems over the years. He's been dropping these gems about how Terrence Crawford is. You know what I'm saying? And we made Bob Arum the problem. We made Bob Arum the problem. And see, Bob Arum is a dude that just don't give a shit. He want what he want over at Top Rank. And if you don't get it, he'll put your ass out there just like he did Floyd Mayweather. Right? He said Floyd Mayweather would never become a star. You know what I'm saying? And he did the same thing with Mikey Garcia. He did the same thing with Cotto. And now he's doing the same shit with Terrence Crawford, who stayed with Top Rank longer than any of these dudes. He stayed with Top Rank too long. And now Bob Arum is letting you know this dude do not want to fight. You know what I'm saying? And said E News, what's going on? 27. He says Bob Arum got Bud the WBO at 147. In my opinion, Bob did magic with Bud career. Yeah, of course. If he would have done a lot more, if Bud was marketable, if he was the type of person to go out there and do the work. And we could see that he can do it, but the man is too late. It's too late. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, if he was interested in fighting Errol Spence Jr., he could make it more money. He could have helped while showing up at the Ugas fight to build up his own fight with Errol Spence Jr. That tells you right there, him not showing up at the Ugas fight, that he do not want to build up that fight. You understand what I'm saying? He's not doing anything to promote that fight between him and EJ. Nothing, to promote that fight, because he don't want it to happen. You know what I'm saying? Marvin Banks says, I always said Crawford didn't want the Spence fight. He said he's been saying he didn't need it. That's what I'm saying. That fight is behind me. I don't know 50-50 fight. If it was 50-50, that fight is behind me. Aaron Pryor didn't fight Sugar Ray Leonard. I mean, bro. I mean, how many ways he could tell you he don't want the damn fight? You know what I'm saying? Oh, this the deal will suck. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Rodman says, he says, do you know Crawford was signed to top rank through 2020? Said even so, if he didn't re-sign with top rank in 2008, oh man, come on, where y'all come up with this shit? You know what I'm saying? He extended the deal, bro. He extended the deal because he wasn't used to being out there on his own. He extended the deal. I mean, why do we have to go back through history and remember all this little ticky tack shit? You know what I'm saying? The man re-signed with top ranks a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on now. It's like, why y'all keep trying to let this man off the hook? You know what? And silly shit is, Terrence Crawford said, yeah, he could have went over there. Go on his page on Instagram and find the interview where he said, yeah, I know I could have went over there. He said, yeah, I know I could have went over there. You know what I'm saying? But that's Errol Spence Jr. That's his company. It's like, come on, y'all ain't even listening to the man himself. You know what I'm saying? He extended that shit. You know what I'm saying? Again, he had 2 years left at the time he re-signed. Oh my God. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Dude, go on go on Terrence Crawford page. He'll tell you that he knew he could have went over there. He says it himself. I don't have to go through all that. Terrence Crawford tells you himself, bro. What else can I tell you? I mean, why do y'all have to believe this shit? You know what I'm saying? Go over and look at his damn interviews where he's talking to the camera on Instagram and he said, yeah, I could have went over there. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I could have went over there. Okay? So so instead of being in my comment section talking about look up this bullshit, go over there and let Terrence Crawford tell you. Okay? I don't know why I got to go do research for you, but he tells you out his own mouth he could have went over there. So what else do I have to prove if the man told you himself that he could have went over the top rank? What else do I have to prove to you? If he tells you right in the interview, go to Instagram, go down there and watch him talking to the people. It's Go over and talk to the people. You know what I'm saying? He's talking to the people. He said, yeah, I could have went over to the PBC. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't want to go to the PBC. And he showed that after he left top rank. He tried to go to the zone. He tried to go to Eddie Hearn, and nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted him. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? PGH Big Dog, what's going on in the business? He says, who's cared? He says, Bud stayed at top rank to fight C-level competition. Exactly. He said he should have been left after what he says, Shitty Bob trashed his image and pay-per-view numbers. Yeah, he just didn't. He wanted that easy money. You know what I'm saying? He knew he could go over the top rank and make millions, and he didn't have to take the risk over at the PBC. Now, I don't understand why Terrence Crawford negates everything these people be saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they acting like we making up shit, and they're king, the dude that they love. You know what I'm saying? He contradicts everything they talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they act like we not right here, but they want to be right so bad that they rather, put this bullshit out here when all you have to do is just pull up the Instagrams that he did. That's on his Instagram, right? Where he told you he didn't go to the PBC, he re-signed with top rank. Okay? And he could have went to the PBC. He know he could have had those fights. He tell you all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been following this shit for years. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to make nothing up. It's right on the top of my dome. You know what I'm saying? I had the shit on my computer, in my phone of him talking. I think I reposted it. It should be in my archives. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I'm saying? So Terrence Crawford has told you he just don't want to fuck with the PBC. He don't want to go where the competition was. And that's his right to do that. You know what I'm saying? But he can't call himself pound for pound number one. He can't say that he's trying to fight the best. He can't say that EJ was ducking him for 4 years because he ducked. He ducked the PBC, right? He ducked the PBC. Marvin Banks says Crawford has been carefully matched his whole career. Yeah, he said he has no real legacy fights, none. Right. So he in the interview, Terrence Crawford mentioned that Victor Postal. you know what I'm saying, was a signature win. He thought that was a signature win. He said that he thought that Gamboa was a signature win, and Ricky Burns was a signature win. And so I'm just like listening to this dude. I was like, that those fights were not signature wins, bro. They're not signature wins. So you fought a bunch of belt holders. Courtney Thompson says Bob protected him, and when Bob wanted to make the big fights with the PBC, he says Bud wouldn't fight them. He said that's why Bob said he was losing money. Bud left Top Rank because Bob was going to make that pussy fight. Yeah, he was about to make that EJ fight. He was about to put it on the line because Crawford was getting older, and he couldn't stretch it out. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have the in-house fights for Terrence Crawford at that time. So he knew he had to go ahead and cash him out. And so it was time to go ahead and make that EJ fight. And, Terrence Crawford was like, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fighting EJ, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fighting EJ. Anything to make him prove and make him, say, show what kind of champion he is, you know what I'm saying? He ain't going to do it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to do it. He got that undisputed at 140. He's cool with that. He's cool with that. So he says Crawford 37, 28 win, let's say 37-0, 28 KOs, 34 of Omaha, Nebraska, who has been with Top Rank since 2011, had about 2 years left. Bro, let me see. Now, bro, it's like, you can't keep arguing the same points, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I already told you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford said himself, is Dan Raphael Terrence Crawford? Let me just get this clear. Everybody is Terrence Crawford, is Terrence Crawford Dan Raphael? Is Terrence Crawford Dan Raphael? Is he? Or is he not? Who you going to believe? Dan Raphael, who's lied on a number of damn occasions, who put out fake information? Or are you going to believe the dude himself that tells you, you know what I'm saying, what's going on with his career? Are you going to believe Terrence Crawford, or are you going to believe Dan Raphael? Or are you going to keep trying to make excuses for Terrence Crawford? I'll wait. Are you going to go look at the interview or not? You know what I'm saying? And Terrence Crawford tell you himself that he could have went over to the PPC. Are you going to do that? Or you just want to come on here? You want to go over there and look at, all you have to do is go to his Instagram and see, and you'll see him down there. Yeah. All you have to do is go over there. You know what I'm saying? Go over there and, he got the interview over there. Well, not interview, but his Instagram when he was bored and he just wanted to talk. You know what I'm saying? So just go over there and look at it. Courtney Thompson says, what's going on, Derek Henson? I see you, my brother. Courtney Thompson said, that's how dumb they be. He said they argue against shit, but Bud ass did. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. Them motherfuckers, they don't care, bro. They don't care. They don't care if Terrence Crawford come right out his mouth and say, I'm scared of EJ. I don't want to fight that nigga. I think he too good for me. They still be sitting up there arguing, even though Terrence Crawford just told them what it was, bro. He just told them what it was. They don't want to hear it, bro. They just, they don't like, they be hiding the fact that they don't like EJ. You know what I'm saying? They rather make up all kind of propaganda. They rather do extensive research, you know what I'm saying, just to goddamn, throw misinformation out there. You know what I'm saying? If the man tells you himself that he could have went over to the PBC, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's done this on a number of occasions. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And then when they say this is another, we've heard all these damn talking points for what, 3-4 years, 4 or 5 years, right? Even if he would have went over to the PBC, there's no guarantee he would have fought Terrence Crawford. It's like, come on, bro. He says, I say, if he didn't resign, he would have stayed on the. Oh my God, bro. I see right now, bro. You rolling too hard, bro. You rolling too hard on misinformation, Mr. Rob. You know what I'm saying? I respect you and everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? But You know what I'm saying? Nah. He said, I just posted a fact. You saying Dan Raphael's lying, shaking my head. Nah, I ain't saying nothing, bro. Let's get his ass up out of here, bro. He's capping too hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Mr. Rodman, you gotta go, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, nobody want to hear that shit from you. He been high, he been like one of those Crawford lovers and shit that, you know, tried to talk like he got some sense, but now the cap is starting to really come out. So I had to get rid of, I had to faloomalum his ass, you know what I'm saying? Get out of here with that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go get the fuck out of here, bro, with that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to, you finally come out. You finally come out of your shell and shit with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to convince us because me, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been here, bro. I've been following this shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to faloomalum him, bro, because, you know, he ain't gonna stop. This nigga, that must be Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? That got to be Terrence Crawford and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I never seen nobody cap so hard for that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, you know what I'm saying? If you don't acknowledge reality, you gotta go, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep pushing the same bullshit. I don't deal with propaganda, right? You know what I'm saying? I'll let you say your piece, but you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna come in here and tell me, you know, when I tell you the man said it himself, and then you still pushing bullshit, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why my blood pressure is perfect. I had perfect blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't argue with that shit. I just get your ass on out of here. You go ahead and convince Easy Route Spence or whatever, Easy Route Spence. You go over there. You take that shit over there and report to them what just happened to you. You got Falumaloon. You know what I'm saying? You got Falumaloon because nobody ain't gonna listen to that shit over here. You know what I'm saying? Not when we know the facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? What we supposed to listen to this misinformation? The nigga just said that he could have went to the PBC. You know what I'm saying? And I told you where to go get it. I mean, it ain't hiding. He got shit over there on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit. They don't even listen to Bud. They be capping for the nigga so hard. They don't even listen to the words that are coming out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit. You know, it's like damn. I had to listen to that bullshit. It says, thank you for. He says, couldn't touch it. Thank you, Pool, for get that damn sex bot out of here. Yeah, something. Somebody must be got his cause that ain't the same dude that came in here, you know what I'm saying, on some same shit. You know, it's like, bro, I'm not having it. I am not having it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Come in here with some reasonable shit. Dan Raphael. Dan Raphael's a fucking lying ass piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? We all know that. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna do anything to cover for Terrence Crawford. They'll do anything. And you know, how you gonna like see a motherfucker that duck right before our eyes and not call that shit a duck? You know what I'm saying? I see motherfuckers capping on here on this YouTube space, talk about well, Crawford got the right. He got the right to double deal. He got the right to make deals that he wanna, you know what I'm saying? Free smoke. He said, I joined the panel and cook on boxing. Okay, free smoke. We'll see what you got. He got the right to do what he did. Mm-hmm. Oh shit! This. I just kicked him out. Let's see. I just kicked him from the studio. I don't want to hear. I don't want to argue with you, bro. Saying free smoke, you can jump on, bro. I ain't trying to argue with Mr. Rodman. You go watch that interview, then you come back. Yeah, I dropped the link, free smoke, unless that's Mr. Rodman or something. You know, go watch that interview. Go watch that interview. Let's see. Hold on. Go watch that interview, Mr. Rodman. I'll let you on after you watch that interview and you tell me. Go watch that interview. Go watch that interview.
We're all Gypsy King fans here, are we?
What's going on? What's going on? You're on World Kind of Boxing. What's happening, bro?
All good.
What you think about this Crawford situation? About Boots, you know what I'm saying, being moved up to the WBO? Look like he's going to be Crawford mandatory next year. He's going to either have to fight EJ or Jaron Boots Ennis. What do you think about that?
I think they're both afraid of Boots, to be honest with you. And They're just both Crawford and Errol are afraid of each other as well. It's ridiculous, scandalous.
Why you say they're afraid of each other? One guy has taken three belts from three different champions, and he's going for the last belt. So how are they scared of each other?
I say it's Terrence that's more of a duck, but they look, if the two of them wanted to badly fight enough, this fight should have happened 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And
madness,
I keep telling them 2 years ago. 2018, Terrence Crawford told him he could have went to the PBC, but he did not want to go to the PBC. Right? Everybody, that's before everybody, looked at Crawford like he was ducking the PBC, right? So, he had a chance to go over there and fight everybody in their prime, but he waited and he suffered the consequences. You know what I'm saying? So now we got people making up misinformation, about what he could have done. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
So I have no sympathy for him.
Yeah, there was a point though. I think Terrence wanted that fight fucking back way worse than Earl, but I think Earl wants to fight more now. I think Bud is after getting scared or something. I don't know. It's mad.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I don't think that fight's gonna happen. What about you? I don't think it's gonna happen next year. I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
Yeah, that fight actually might never happen. That's like a bad stain on boxing.
Yep. So it's like, have you ever seen, champions act like this? You know what I'm saying? Champions that talk about they're going to the Hall of Fame, talking about, what they've done in the past, instead of fighting the dude that's in front of them. You ever see that kind of energy?
Now, there's not one actually, the only throwback fighter right now is Canelo Alvarez. Throwback resume. Look at his resume, 58 wins. You know what I mean? You're not seeing anyone. Now he's starting to be a bit of a duck these days, but I'm telling you, Canelo had a good career. There's no one doing that shit anymore.
Well, what you mean? Nobody's done what Canelo done. What you mean?
Right now, I'm saying like nobody's doing that shit right now. That's active.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he's been.
I don't mean in the past. There's obviously been better fighters than Canelo, but right now he's the best resume in boxing. No one even comes close to it. And people they be bitching and moaning about Canelo, but no other legacy or resume even comes close to it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, go ahead, Hustle Home. I'll let you take care of that one.
How y'all doing?
All right.
Yeah, my baby had car trouble. I had to get her straight. But yeah, man, like when you say the best resume, are you
active
talking
resume
about, huh?
Like because the best active resume right now.
Well, look at Keith Thurman resume. Look at Errol Spence resume. Look at Sean Porter resume. Look at
I don't see any undisputed champions right there.
Well, you gotta when you looking at resumes, right? You got champions that are champions,
if you look at Canelo,
right-hand champions, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but look at Canelo's last 4 fights. Have they not been champions? No.
Oh, he fight champions. He just don't fight.
They're made champions, bro. He fought Callum Smith, bro.
Belt holders.
He wiped out the best champions in Europe just because listen. That's who's in his weight divisions. You know.
Wait, hold on. Who do you consider? Who you think there's belt holders and then the champions? Champions have reigns, right? They reign, right? Champions reign. They get the belt and they reign. They defend the belt, right? Canelo has beaten belt holders, bro.
Yeah, look at Billy Joe Saunders. All right. We're gonna pull up his resume because I hate to do this because I'm a big Canelo fan, but it's just that the people are delusional. The people are very delusional to say shit like he has the best resume in boxing. It's delusional. It's definitely.
It's a fact. It's a fact. Who has a better resume then?
I just
who cares about the resume? How about who fought the best fighters? You know what I'm saying? He's not fighting the best fighters. That's the problem.
All right.
He's staying away from guys who could whip his ass.
All right, we got.
Last best resume, and he's retired now, is Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, because it depends on how high you hold Gennady Golovkin. It depends on how high you hold Gennady Golovkin. Because between Gennady Golovkin,
he's up there.
How?
How? Who
Triple G beat? Name who he beat.
His reign.
No,
He's
it don't matter
Steve
who his reign
Rose.
is. He had a
Steve
regular
Rose.
belt. His reign was with the regular belt, brother.
Triple G ducked Andre Ward. Let's leave him out of this. Canelo did too, by the way.
Who did he beat though? Mr. LA? One person he beat that put him up there. Just one person out of all 40
Did he beat Bernard Hopkins or who he beat any names? I mean, who he beat?
Let me say this, bro. Canelo. First of all, people want to bring up Canelo resume. It ain't about your reign. It's about who you fought and who you beat. Canelo biggest fight in his career was against Floyd Mayweather. He lost every single round. That's his legacy. Errol Spence is trying to fight. Errol Spence is trying to fight a legend in Terrence Crawford to solidify himself. I don't want to hear about Canelo got the best resume in boxing because that's yet to be said. Canelo was on his way out of boxing.
I want him to defend his claim,
let me say this. Let me give it back to you.
Fucking realm is Canelo when he beats God and moves up and beats the other Charlo. You know what I'm saying?
Canelo is on his way out of boxing. Errol Spence is moving up to another division to do what he is. That's two different levels.
But just defend your claim. Just defend your claim.
Look how many weight divisions Canelo moved up in. I ain't gonna see Spence moving up to 168 anytime soon. You know what I'm saying?
It's not about moving up weight divisions, bro. It's about who you fight.
That's why I respect Bernard Hopkins. Maybe he moved up a bit too far where he fought. You know what I'm saying? He got Pepper by the better man, Joe Kozagi, but you know he had a great career. You know what I'm saying?
Who's greater? Who's greater in your opinion? Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather?
Oh, Manny Pacquiao all day. 7-division champion. You know what I'm saying?
Brother, listen to me. Listen to me right now.
Hey, this dude delusional, bro. This dude delusional. So Manny Pacquiao better than Muhammad Ali too, because Muhammad Ali stayed at one weight class also.
Wait, there's no. So you're trying? No, Muhammad Ali is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
No,
Muhammad Ali way better than Manny Pacquiao too, and he only stayed in one weight class. So they
listen, I don't even put Floyd in the top 5.
Marvin Hagler stayed at one weight class. I don't get it.
I seen something on YouTube the other day. Someone calling Floyd number 1. Hey, bollocks. Sweet Pea was a better fighter than Floyd.
Triple G's only been in one weight class.
If Manny Pacquiao was a better fighter than Floyd Mayweather, he would have beat Floyd Mayweather, first of all.
Hello.
And he did.
Yeah, you have to think about what he was doing on his off days. But fucking, Joe Calzaghe is the best of all time, though.
Man, get this dude up out of here, bro.
Hey, I love it though. I love it. Hey, see, I don't want to be y'all. Y'all agree, man, too much.
Nah, we all know fucking Muhammad Ali is the GOAT. Like, you know what I mean? Rocky Marciano was number 2, but you know what I'm saying?
So you don't think it's questionable for all right?
Larry Holmes as well is up there. You know what I mean? He nearly bet.
Monster Inoue finishes his career at 154. Are you gonna do you not think that's questionable?
If he moves up all that weight, keeps winning, you know what I mean? He's the GOAT, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, if Monster Inoue moved up to 154 in your mind, do you not think that's questionable? It's not
all the way up to 154. He'd be screaming he's a GOAT, man, if he's winning at that weight.
You got to think that Manny Pacquiao started off at 105 pounds, brother.
Yeah,
right. And he finished his career at 147 pounds. You don't think that's suspect? And the man's head and calves is that big?
Man, he knows that.
I think he's one of the best of all time.
Man, I think he was juicing. That's why he didn't want to take that battle test. And he lied and said he was scared of needles. He lied and he lied. He thought he was fooling the world when he told us he didn't want to take drug testing because he was scared of goddamn needles.
But he had tattoos.
Oh man, we know what it is. Come on now. Even Teddy Atlas was screaming to the top of his love.
He's been juicing. If Canelo moved up to heavyweight and fought Alexander Usyk, would you not think that was suspect? LA?
Yeah, listen. So I don't care. Like Manny is one of the best. You know what I'm saying? 8th division. No, I'm saying I don't care. Like there's no proof behind all this. Manny is an 8th division champion.
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is a great.
No man
fighter.
has done that.
Bro, nobody's not going to. This man. Let me tell you something. Obviously, this man don't care about juicing. This man praised Canelo. He said Manny Pacquiao the best. And we first came on court.
I don't care about juicing.
He was hollering the Gypsy King. He was hollering the Gypsy King.
Yeah, the Gypsy King is.
So they let
no
you
man
know
gonna beat
he
the
doesn't
Gypsy
care.
King.
He doesn't care how somebody wins. He doesn't care. He just cares that they win.
All right, I got a question for you. one last question before I just fall way back. I ask everybody this question with your honest opinion. Was Tyson Fury gloves flapping back and forth during that Wilder fight?
What are you actually trying to say Fury was cheating?
I'm asking you, was his gloves flapping back and forth during that Wilder fight? I
Fury just walked in and hammered the head off of Wilder, and it wasn't even close.
I'm just yes or no.
He walked in and went jab, 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 slap, slap, slap. Fury hit the Wilder hit the canvas.
LA. Was his gloves flapping?
I don't care.
But there's Devin Haney he was not flapping as well now in a certain fight. No.
So you said
he was already a confirmed drug cheat. Why y'all skipping on the fact that Fury is a confirmed drug cheat also?
The glove thing is total bullshit as well. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But the drug cheat wasn't. But the PED.
What about the costume? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So I think it was the costume more so than the glove.
That was good. It wasn't the costume either. It's the fact that Fury was a drug cheat, and he was dealing with.
Yeah, that's
not the fact that
is true. But
Fury is a gypsy from the UK, born to fight, 6'9", a beast of a man, the dark horse of the heavyweight division. I'm not taking it away. Wilder is number 2, and he'll always be number 2 as long as Gypsy King is around. But Wilder can beat everyone else except for the Gypsy King. And that's it. Wilder, he touched Usyk and he put him straight asleep. One punch put him asleep probably. And he'd probably knock out Joe Joyce as well. But when he meets the Gypsy King again a 4th time, which he probably will because he beat everyone else, he's going to fall again.
Isn't it funny how Tyson Fury never have any power in his whole entire career, but he has power when he fight Deontay Wilder? Isn't it funny?
He went and he learned the Kronk style fighting, 6'9", 275. Listen. Not everyone can't move like Fury and hit like Fury. Yeah, he's amazing. It's hard to believe.
Bro, Fury don't have.
First of all, why feather fist? That's the most boring division in boxing. Being honest with y'all, I don't know why everybody says so as the heavyweight division goes, so does boxing go. I never believed that shit after Muhammad. I'm be lying with you. Muhammad Ali was the best era of heavyweight, his era, and after that, the last time it was exciting was Holyfield and Tyson.
I agree. That era was the best. There hasn't been that's true. The 70s, 80s, yeah. Good eras, yeah. But Fury could have jumped into that era and he would have been good in any era.
I don't think Fury a bad fighter. I think this Daniel Kinahan.
Daniel.
That's Kinahan came on here. But I'm telling
y'all, I ain't mean it, Daniel. You know what I'm saying?
Hank is a back foot bitch. And Devin Haney is a back foot bitch. And I'm out.
Right.
That's true. Before you had missed the bait, that's why you came in talking about the Gypsy King. That's all he wanted to talk about was Tyson Fury beating Wilder. That was his end game.
Oh, okay. Well, that shit ain't shit. He came in and lit my damn shit up, man. I was like, this dude here, he's a real weirdo.
Man, we told him about it. We was bringing up the juice about Manny Pacquiao. Nigga said, I don't care.
Yeah, he even talking about some. When I asked him about the power, he told me they went to Crunk Gym. I was like, these motherfuckers are programmed with all the propaganda, all the regular propaganda.
Hey, but notice, you can tell when it's racism involved because they only have smoke for the best black fighters. That's why he had smoke for Floyd Mayweather, Deontay Wilder, Errol Spence, and Devin Haney. Just notice that for a second. He even gave slack. He even cut slack for Terrence Crawford. That's what they do when there's racism involved. They go directly for the best black fighters, and they'll cut slack to the other black fighters. You know what I'm saying? He cut slack to everybody else. Notice he mentioned Devin Haney before he left. He didn't say nothing about Javante Tank Davis only fighting Mexicans and not wanting to smoke with nobody else. He didn't bring that up. He only wanted to talk about Devin Haney because Devin Haney is undisputed.
Well, see, even black fighters, you know what I'm saying, are great white hope fighters too. I was alluding to that earlier in the program when I was saying how people support Terrence Crawford. A lot of white people support Terrence Crawford because he's seen as the white people's champion. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that by him being in Omaha, him being the savior to take down the PBC fighters. You know what I'm saying? That's their only hope. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a Sith Lord or some shit, and he got to go. You know what I'm saying? Beat up the rebels and shit. Over at the PBC, and they want him to beat EJ. You know what I'm saying? They want him to beat, what I'm saying, bring him down a peg. Uh, you know, that's why he don't like Deontay Wilder. They all PBC. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers got hate for the PBC. They keep talking about they're going out of business and what I'm saying? It's like there's no sign of none of this shit. That's just wishful thinking, man. You know what I'm saying? So they hate any champions that come out of that. They hate Devin Haney because he's successful. Because he's calling out all the other guys, you know what I'm saying, with no fear. He's a threat to Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? So we know, we see this in boxing, you know what I'm saying? Over and over again.
They gave up on Loma. They if you notice, they done gave up on Lomachenko. They know Lomachenko can't be Devin. After they saw his last
Right.
fight and they saw what not Campos, they saw what Teofimo Lopez did to him. Notice you don't hear people calling that Lomachenko gonna win no more. You don't hear it. When the last time you heard Lomachenko fans saying he gonna beat Devin Haney?
Just Paul Najee, just what's his name? Paul Malignaggi. He says that Lomachenko gonna beat the hell out of Devin Haney. You know, that's the only person I hear screaming that shit.
Yeah, he just, he's still stuck on that stuff because Devin Haney said that he wouldn't lose to a white boy, which I did. That's the only thing Devin Haney ever did that I didn't agree with. I wouldn't voice that. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's not something that I don't think it's professional to say that. That's the only thing I disagree with Devin Haney. In part, but
Well,
part of my knowledge, look at a certain way.
Well, he got that little podcast. He got to keep controversy going on. You know what I'm saying? So he got to keep up the drama. So so people will come over there and watch his podcast. As long as he keep this beef. Now he's talking about fighting in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So, anything to keep attention and eyeballs and numbers, you know what I'm saying, on him. So he's gonna He gonna
Man,
insert
Devin
himself.
Haney, bro, that's cap in it. Like you say, he just talking for views. But Devin Haney will whoop him worse than he did Campos.
Oh, of course, shit, you know what I'm saying? Probably just trying to stay relevant, you know what I'm saying, stay in the media, you know what I'm saying? He still got a voice, a media voice. So, he done fucked himself up with all the major networks. So nobody really want to touch him with a 10-foot pole after what he said about European fighters are dominating the sport of boxing. I was just like, bro, you could say all kind of weird shit now. You can say all kind of shit that's not true with a straight face, and somebody's gonna believe you, bro. I was like, bro, come on, man.
Come on.
I mean,
See, a lot of them,
like they don't allow, let me get this off. Like they don't allow their white fighters and their Mexican fighters the juice to compete with black fighters. I said it. They allow their fighters to juice and cheat and do everything they can so they can compete with black fighters, because otherwise they just duck the fighters, just like Canelo ducked all the fucking black fighters that could beat him, right? He's fighting now, he's ducking all the Mexican fighters that could beat him, right? So this nigga gets no credit. I know I said asteroid in one of my videos, but it's Astrid. That's what the fuck they need to put by his name, because the nigga's a juicer. I mean, nowadays you can duck in plain view, you could do juice in plain view, you know what I'm saying, and nobody call it for what it is. But we're gonna call it that at Pool Kind of Boxing. We're gonna call them niggas what they is: drug cheats and goddamn duckers. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are all two of them things at the same time. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why they get no love from over here. That's why they get no.
That's and I know you old school with this box. You've been watching longer than me, bro. A lot of people don't know the history of how you said they allow their fighters to juice before they just open and started letting them juice. If you go way back, they used to just open the duck black fighters. So all these great white fighters that people talk about, like he mentioned, Rocky Marciano. Yeah, I did my research on it. Rocky Marciano ducked a lot of black fighters. He didn't fight the best black fighters of his time period. He didn't. So a lot of
Mm-hmm.
these a lot of these old these great white hopes, or they legends, they didn't fight black fighters. You know what I'm saying? They got they. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give it back to you. But they got their rude awakening with Jack Johnson because they thought for sure they were superior. They said, yeah, we gonna fight this dude. We gonna put this nigga in the ring and we gonna fight him in front of the world and show him what happened. And Jack Johnson got in there whoop that white boy ass every which way but up. After that, they knew
Mm-hmm.
better. After that, they knew better, but they was very careful about putting, you know what I'm saying, a fight in a black fight. And it's always been that way, full count. And the thing about it is, it's not just with boxing. It's the same thing with the
Mm-hmm.
UFC. That's why they hate John Jones. They
But
can't beat
you
John
know,
Jones. That's why they hate him.
and even Jack Johnson had a Terrence Crawford. They had a Sam Watson. You know what I'm saying? They put all their hope into Sam Watson to beating Jack Johnson. So anytime there's a dominant fighter, they're gonna get behind another black fighter who they think could take him down. I forgot who the heavyweight was. They tried to put Jack Johnson in there against. I think it was Jeff something. Jeff, I can't remember now. But he refused. He refused to fight Jack Johnson. You know, because he said he'd never fight a black fighter in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they know it. They be trying to curb black fighters. That was right before, well, Murderers Row was in 1930s. Yeah, that was in 1930. So they've always been blocking us out. Hmm.
Yeah, because you know, after Jack Johnson, you know, after that big fight, you know, there was public. You know, nobody ever seen a white man box a black man before. And when he got whooped in front of the world like that, you know, they raided a black town. I think they killed like 300 people.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
gonna fall back because my I got a bunch of stuff that's just popping up on me. But I'm gonna be in the background. I'm gonna jump back in. I'm gonna jump back in the crowd.
All right, my bro.
All right. Salute to y'all.
All right, my
dude.
brother. Salute to you, bro. What's going on, Andre Smith? What's going on, Mike Axons? I see you out there. Derek Henderson, you know what I'm saying? I see you guys. You know what I'm saying? We're just chilling, talking a little boxing, you know what I'm saying? Just enjoying the evening, you know? Shit. So, yeah, man. So, you know, so yeah, so it came out today, King Judah, that the article came out that the WBO will be moving Jaron Boots Ennis up to number one. He's the number one WBO contender. And, you know what I'm saying, look like he's going to be pressing Terrence Crawford from one side and EJ going to be pressing him on the other. And I'm just happy about that shit, bro.
Well, I
I'm
just
just,
can't
I'm
wait.
just,
I am too, bro. You know, we talked about that, but I just can't wait to be able to tell a lot of people I told you so because Terrence Crawford is about to fight David Avanesian, and he is about to vacate and retire. He's not just gonna vacate, fool. He gonna vacate and retire because see this little facade he got going on, where he got his little brigade that defend everything he do, and he do these little interviews to try to throw people off the trail, making them think they don't see what they actually seeing. He can't keep that up if he duck boots too. See, it's all right to duck Spence. See, you know how this go, Pool. You know, you old school. It's all right to duck Spence because everybody hate him. Don't nobody hate Boots though. When you duck Boots, that's when you're gonna get exposed.
mm-hmm. Here's the undercard to can y'all see that? Can you see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Can you see? Yeah. Terrence Crawford, David Avanesian pay-per-view, you know, undercard. Let's see. Chris Cyborg. You know what I'm saying? This nigga got 1 win, 0 loss, and 1 draw. He says scheduled to make her boxing debut. Let's see. Who's she fighting now? Let me see. Scheduled 10-round featherweight bout. Arnold, I can't even pronounce this nigga last name, you know what I'm saying? Of Odessa, Ukraine, would challenge battle tested warrior Eduardo Paez and something Baja, California. This is the undercard. So Jeremiah Dreamland Milton, I'm saying, of Tulsa, Oklahoma, will go toe to toe against Dejan Calloway of Warrenville, Ohio, and let me see. Let's see, James Bellard of Mississippi. I'm talking about Mississippi, of Detroit, Michigan. Let me see. So you got undercard box lightweight. Ed Gomez would take on Joe Aguilar. Let me see. 8-round fight. You got, I don't mean, some of these names are fucked up. Javier, I don't know how to say all that shit, but as you can see, the undercard is pretty weird. You know what I'm saying? It's like no name niggas, 7 fights, you know what I'm saying? 6 KOs, Alan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? This is, they got nobody on their undercard, really. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've never heard of lightweight, Ed Gomez, Fremont, Nebraska, Joseph Aguilar. I never heard of these people, I was like, and let me see, who's the co-main event? That's what I'm looking for. I guess Cyborg. I guess Cyborg is the co-main event. Is that ain't that some bullshit? Wow. Chris Cyborg is scheduled to make up Octavia. She's the co-main event. Wow. Wow. That's crazy as hell. So an MMA fighter, first fight in boxing is the co-main event. That's crazy. That is some wild shit. Y'all see this shit? Bro, they got an MMA fighter. They got an MMA fighter.
And you talk about on that, what you call him, card? You talking about Terrence Crawford card, right?
Yeah. Terrence Crawford versus David Avenesian.
I'm not gonna lie, Paul. I'm not watching. I'm gonna tell you what I'm worried about right now. I'm worried about that Frank Martin. And I don't know if you heard, but I was watching the interview Regis Prograde did. He got a fight coming up, right?
Yeah. This weekend.
He fighting a dude named Cepeda.
Yeah, that's a bad motherfucker now, you know what I'm saying? That's a good fight for him. That's a good fight for him.
Yo, you can hear me, Paul?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Hello? Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, hey, Cepeda that should be a pretty good damn fight. Yeah, that should be a damn good fight. Let's go look. I want to see Keith Thurman. He got another training video. And I said, let's go look in on Keith, see what the hell he doing. Look like he working pretty hard, bro. Let's go look in on Keith. You know what I'm saying? Look in on his Instagram. There it is. Let me share my screen. Let me see. Let's share the screen. You kind of went out, King Judah. You still in here, but I don't know, your internet probably down or something. Look at him. Look at Keith. He ain't got no superpower without that damn ponytail, do he? He's working pretty damn hard. He's starting to look like he's starting to get his shape. You know what I'm saying? He's putting in that work. He's definitely putting in that work. Yeah, I think that Regis and Cepeda gonna be a good ass fight, bro. Cepeda, you know what I'm saying? He's more look at Keith trying to float a little bit. He's starting to look a little bit better. Yes, sir. He's starting to get it in. Yes, sir. Keith, look at Keith. Starting to look good up here. Keith's starting to try to get it together. You can tell he had a little bit more weight on him on this one, so he's starting to lose them pounds, man. I mean, he look a little thicker in there, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you look at the other one, see, he working hard right there, but watch the other one, you can see he look like he a little bit more trimmer in this one. If you look at, he look like he got a little bit more definition too. You know what I'm saying? He don't look as chubby in the middle. So he's losing those inches. You can see, look at his back. You know what I'm saying? Look at what he's doing though. Yeah, he definitely getting it in, man. He's starting to get a little confidence, rolling up his little sleeves and shit, showing his little traps. I mean, his little, yeah, his little triceps. Yeah, and look at y'all determined. Okay. Okay, look, we just want to pop in on him and see what he looking like. Yeah, you went out, King Judah. Oh, shit, I went out too. 1 second. Yeah, I had one out there for a second. My internet's kind of acting up. But yeah, Keith Thurman, he looking like he trying to get it in. So now they talking about what, January? I thought they was trying to do it for December 17th. Well, yeah, and I got that shit from the boxing voice though. You know what I'm saying? Ness don't be knowing shit, man. He to be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I thought they was trying to make that fight for December 17th and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, oh my man gone. Okay, he up out of here. But yeah, I think Regis should beat Williams Zepeda. I think, you know what I'm saying, he got more of a high boxing IQ. I think he got the power, you know what I'm saying, to beat a Williams Zepeda. You know, Zepeda good, but he just ain't on that level of Regis. Regis is real comfortable with that style. And I think he's like a level above Williams Zepeda. And Regis, he need to fight more often. You know what I'm saying? He need to get back into the game. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause 140 is a good division right now. You know what I'm saying? He can like really go a long way. I don't see him like lasting up there at 147. You just got too many killers up there right now. For Regis. You know what I'm saying? Could he be competitive at 147? I think so, but he need to go ahead and do his thing at 140 right now and take care of business, at 140. I hear him. I heard him on Fight Hype when he was talking about, saying Terrence Crawford that Errol Spence Jr. shouldn't move up to 154, that he should, stay down there and fight Errol Spence Jr. because he's been getting a lot of people trying to make him move up to 154, and Errol Spence Jr. is still saying that it's up in the air, like he don't know what he want to do. Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight Keith Thurman ass, or do you want to go on up to 154 and just keep it moving, or spin the block back on Terrence Crawford? You know what I'm saying, next year. Because he's going to beat Keith Thurman if he takes that fight. That's one fight he's going to win. You know, but I mean, you know what I'm saying. So right now, he said he just don't know who he's going to fight. He said you don't know for real, for real. And I just thought that was interesting. I was like, well, they're trying to get you to fight Keith Thurman, and all you have to do is wait for a second, and let the WBO do their thing. You know what I'm saying? And you just wait on the other side. You know what I'm saying? He said Joseph Pater's a bad dude, but Regis would just be too strong for him. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Regis, man, he's a durable dog in the ring. You know, I mean, he kind of his composure reminds me like a James Tony kind of composure. Or you know what I'm saying? He just like real laid back, you know what I'm saying? He just let his fight game come to him. Sometimes he turn it on, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes he turns it on in spots, but he's just a real, you know what I'm saying, a real pro in I mean, I haven't seen nothing dynamic, but when he catch you to the body, it's gonna do damage, especially at 140. He let motherfuckers overcommit and catch you to the body. Um, you know what I'm saying? It causes problems for folks. And I just think that he's going to school, William Zepeda, who throws a lot of punches, and I think Regis is going to counter him. You know what I'm saying, and get him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Joe Zepeda is going to be on that level of Regis Prograde, Rougarou. You know what I'm saying? We love Rougarou. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that Josh Taylor versus Rougarou could have been a draw. So it is what it is. But y'all, you know what I'm saying? I've been on for about going on 4 hours. We're gonna leave it right there, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody sliding through, bro. You know what I'm saying? Had a good little session here today. And I'd like to thank everybody for stopping through. You know what I'm saying? I'm for to go chill, go eat something. You know what I'm saying? And we'll come back at you. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go live. You know what I'm saying? And I thank everybody for sliding through. Samuel Washington, Derek Henderson, some of boy Corey Thompson. I like to thank Pedro Torres, you know what I'm saying? Andre Smith, you know what I'm saying? Everybody. I've been having technical difficulties out the ass here lately. It says Michael Atkins, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody sliding through. We're gonna leave it right there and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And of course we'll be back, you know what I'm saying? Same time, same place. See you guys in the next one, you know what I'm saying? Remember what I say, y'all. Law don't go around here, law dog. It's having y'all can tell I'm sleepy as hell. Peace out.